Yo, we good? We good, we good. Mic check, mic check. Marv, what up? Cool. What up, Jimmy? Man, let's jump straight into it, guys. We back, man. Another coach's corner. Long weekend, man, in Utah. So we had Wasatch Warrior. Um, Prep is on. Okay, Medi. Cool, cool. We good, man. Hey, I'm running this solo right now. So we gonna just go ahead and jump through it. All right. We might have some people jump on, discuss with me if they want to. If not, we just gonna keep it rolling. Um, so we got a LA Grand Prix this weekend. We got St. Louis Pro this weekend, and then we got the recap from the
What's
Wasatch.
up?
What up, man?
How you doing, sir?
If you're available, you can jump in. If not, shit, I'm about to run through
No,
it.
you good. I'm just eating a meal.
Yep, I got you. Cool. So, I was out in Salt Lake City this weekend for the Wasatch Warrior. I had Dustin out there competing. Um, we had
Amazing,
Jason.
bro.
We had Jason with the win. Dustin came in second,
It's very
and
close.
let's see, Wasatch Warrior. We had Andre Benson come in third place, Jeremy Coleman fourth place, and we had a pro debut, Dallas Botchway, with a big fifth place finish. Felipe out of France came over with sixth place. Miles Mann in seventh, Austin Whitty, Mark Shane. You got three pro debut guys right there in the top 10. Hassan Karimi right there in 10th. And yeah, that's the lineup right there. So let's check it out. Let's check it out. We'll go to initial comparisons. So it was a four-man call out, which I was a little bit shocked by. I was definitely expecting it to be at least a six-man call out, but they came out and Steve called four guys out.
Who's, who's the judge?
Steve Zavor. Steve
Okay.
DeVore was the head judge. He called out four guys, and I was like, all right, well, let's work. So, first call out, you had Jeremy Coleman to the left, Andre Benson middle, Dustin middle right, and then Jason to the far right. Right away, when they came out, nobody moved. They didn't move anyone.
Mm-hmm.
Andre Benson and Dustin Alves was sharing the center, and Jeremy Coleman was on the left, Jason was on the right, and that's the way that the first call out ended. And then he brought the second call out there. When he brought the guys back out, he brought four more guys back out again for confirmation. And he ended up switching Jason and Andre Benson. Andre Benson was very, very impressive.
Yes, he
Very
was.
impressive. I was very, very happy to see Andre Benson back in form and back in shape. Let's get back to the front shot here. All right. So I was very happy to see Andre back in shape, man. He just got a nice men's physique look. A compact guy, shorter, but he's got a lot of muscle on his frame, and it all flows well.
Very good.
He's improved. He's improved his posing. He's improved the stomach issues that he was having over the last couple of years, where the midsection wasn't coming all the way through. And Andre Benson looked good. This was the Andre Benson that I saw in 2019 during
Qualified.
my second pro show when he won the Sacramento
Wow.
Pro. That was Andre Benson that won that show that beat George Brown, Diago Montenegro, Jason. Um, we had a lot of guys in that lineup. It was like 40 of us,
Yeah.
and that was Andre Benson. And so Andre Benson came out, and I was like, "Ooh, he's cooking."
Yeah.
Right away, you could see it. The conditioning was there. He was dry. He was peeled. DJ Pure did a really good job with him. Um,
You can even tell that his back is actually gotten better. I mean, that
oh yeah,
that graininess from training for so many years. He's got like older guy muscle.
he's got really thick muscle maturity there. And so Andre Benson looked really good. He was impressive. Dustin came out and brought his best look to date. And at first, that's what it was. It was Andre and Dustin. They turned them a few times and they sent them off.
Yeah.
Um, Jeremy Coleman came out, looked crazy, just super full and
Now,
complete through the front here.
what do you think holds? So I didn't know that he has stomach issues in the past. Funny enough, you said that. What do you think holds him from being the guy who wins the show?
He just faded. Andre Benson from the back, that's a really good look. He just faded. If you was watching the show live, right, the pictures is one thing, but if you've seen it live when they're actually comparing it, and he didn't fade hard. It's just the midsection will go in and out. You
You know,
know.
the fact that you just said now that you've had stomach issues, I can tell right away because I remember when Andre won the Sacramento Pro, his abs were so prominent. They were so
Mhm.
they were
But over the
alive.
last couple of years, you haven't seen that
That's what
midsection look like that. It hasn't looked the same.
and that's
Now he hasn't lost anything in his back. He's actually added more
yeah,
size in his back over the last few
yeah.
years. So, I think what Andre was, he was chasing size, and now he came down and just, let's just get peeled and go for the look, and that's what he done here.
But
Andre came on stage at 169 pounds.
yeah. But as the competitor gets older, the first couple of things to fade away is one is the legs and second is the midsection. And so
Mm-hmm.
section, I see it, and I didn't even know the information you just said right now about the midsection. It's the older guy midsection problems that it happens in bodybuilders as well. You'll start seeing the separation of the abs is starting to go a little bit more to the side.
Yeah,
I mean, he had one of the most remarkable midsections in 2019. I was there when he won the Sacramento Pro. The difference, I think, is what makes him not win the show right now is just that midsection either has to get improved and stay as tight as possible. Obviously, because we don't judge the legs.
yeah. And so if you just look right here, right, this front shot of them in comparison, okay,
Yeah,
you'll see that even right here,
you can see it.
it's starting to fade, right?
It's not deep cuts.
The,
Look at your guy. Your guy.
Yeah, the cuts start to fade, but
Yeah.
I mean everything else is just really fucking good. His arms, his delts, his chest, everything is really good there. He's not the widest guy; he's a little bit more compact, but man, it all looks good on his
Yeah.
frame. And like I said, Andre was on stage. He said he was down to 169, which you
Wow.
know that's not very big.
It's not. It's good shape. But
Yeah,
you see your guy's abs depth. It's not really fading. It's really just age and time. Because
yeah.
your guy's abs are so prominently deep because he's
Hang on. Yeah. So listen, I'm not talking about him fading as far as his physique. He's actually made improvements to his physique. I'm talking about on stage when you're watching them live and they're posing and they're in motion and the judges are turning them. That's what I'm talking about when I say fading. The midsection starts to let go. You start to lose the control. You start to lose the separation in the abs or the obliques where you're not controlling the core. That's what I mean by fading. When you see a guy stomach start to come in and out. If you see, the breathing, that's what
exactly.
I mean by fading.
Yeah.
The poses, they start to fade. They're not holding their poses the same way. That's what I
Yeah.
mean. All right. So I'm not talking about Andre Benson. I like Andre Benson. I congratulate him. And coming into the show, I was seeing his updates, and I knew Andre Benson was going to be dangerous.
Yeah. He definitely.
And yeah, Drew, 169 pounds, and he looks as big as everyone else when it comes to just standing right there pound for pound. So it's not about weight, and we're not chasing the size here. And speaking of size, right? Dustin Alves is right there next to him. Dustin's only 189 pounds on stage.
Yeah.
And people don't realize this. Dustin's right there at 189. His weight cap is 202.
What's his height? 5'10"?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he's got a men's physique look. So does Andre Benson. And
Exactly.
that's what they're judging. It's a men's physique look.
Yeah.
So, I mean, these guys came out cooking. Jeremy Coleman came out, just looking crazy, full as a house. Um, Dustin came out sharp. Jason came out. He was sharp, but he was a bit flat. This was not the Jason from Vancouver or Republic of Texas show.
Yeah.
This wasn't the best Jason we've seen. And so my,
Well,
my my take on the prejudging was this. And Jason even started to get watery on stage. And I said, you know what? I had Dustin for the win.
mhm.
Obviously, I don't change the results, and I can't take nothing away from anybody, right? Jason's a true professional, shows up, does what he's supposed to do. Very, very hardworking guy. I've been in the gym with him. Obviously, we're teammates. He's a great person.
Yeah.
But I had Dustin for the win, and that's that. They gave the decision to Dustin. To Jason. Said it was close. Cool. We're not going to argue with it. We're just going to keep on working, keep showing up.
I have a
But
conversation with Drew about a week before the show, and I said, Jason's updates, and I said, your guy's gonna come tight. He's been competing. He's gonna come in tight. Jason needs to be as tight as Texas. He needs to bring that. And when I saw the updates, I was scared for Jason because you can tell when Jason is sharp 2 weeks out.
Yeah.
You can, and I was
Well,
worried.
here's the thing, Medi. He was they were cutting it close with trying to make weight. Okay, and this is what people have to realize. When you're trying to make that weight cap, that cutoff, and you got to come all the way down to make it, it's hard on the body, man. It's very stressful, and then sometimes it becomes very, very difficult trying to fill
Now
back out in time for the show, especially whenever the athletes are having to do weigh in at 4 or 5 p.m.
try to cut.
And then you got
And then
prejudging the next morning.
yeah,
It's like you really don't have a lot of room and time to play around with as far as just loading that body back up and getting all of that muscle to pop.
mhm.
Jason, I've never ever seen Jason flat. I always say this every time I said, Jason, I've never seen this guy flat. I've seen him on 25 carbs, 50 carbs a day, never flat. But this time on this day, I was like, holy shit, Jason's
That's
flat.
why I said last time he's got to stop going too heavy in the off season. He's got to stay at striking distance, man. When you got to drop 40 pounds on a goddamn prep, you're not meant bodybuilding. You're peak. It
Yep.
takes a toll on the body, and the body like digging a hole. You're so deep in the hole in peak week. The carbs are not enough. It's not gonna do the job. I think Jason won because he has the advantage of the shape thing that he's been having for so long. I think he wasn't at his best. It wasn't the best Jason. It wasn't the Texas or the Vancouver Jason. The Texas Jason would have locked it sealed. So far out. But that's why I was worried about Jason, because whenever he's dropped in so hard on a prep 40 pounds, it's not good for man's physique.
Absolutely
It's
not.
You should be on peak week already making the weight. How
Yep.
are you gonna carb for 2 days if you're not making the weight? Now you're stressing. Carbon up from a 5 p.m. is not enough.
No. And so that's where it becomes very, very difficult. I know Ryan was loading them up, man. Burger, fries the night before, pancakes the morning of the show. He was sending the food his way, but still came in flat. And so that right there. So speaking on that, Medi, the guys have to get their weight down the week of the show, days before the show, because
Yeah,
if you're still trying to make the weight the day before, the day of,
you're not gonna be
weigh in, you're stressing the body out so much, man, that even if you do fill back up, guess what? You're
yeah
not going to have that hard, dry look because what?
watery.
Cortisol, exactly, going to be watery. Cortisol levels are going to be elevated. And now it's like, what do you do?
Yeah.
It's not much that you can do at that point.
Even Jason, after the prejudging, he goes like, man, I know I can do better. I'm hard on myself. I know I can do better. And that's one, when I trained with him in San Diego, I told him this before. I said, Jason, but I'm like, don't be climbing up the weight. You don't need more size, man. Refine and stay from striking distance. So when you go down 10 pounds. Don't go down 30 plus pounds.
But you know what's crazy is Jason doesn't really eat much, dude. His body just explodes the minute he touches carbs.
Yeah.
So, but one thing I talk to him is like, yo, your legs are really developed. Stop training your legs, dude. Stop training your legs so much. Maybe once every 2 weeks, once every 3 weeks, but stop training them. You could certainly bring down, the weight if you just bring the legs down a little bit.
Yeah. And his legs grow fast.
Exactly. And Jason trains hard.
Yeah.
Okay, that's another thing. So real quick, I want to go to the second call out. Okay. Um, the person that another person that was just super impressive at this show was the pro debut, Dallas Botchway.
Yes.
Ended up finishing fifth place. Kid is super
Yeah.
impressive. Um,
Absolutely.
so this is the second call out here. They called five guys out in the second call after calling out four in the first call out.
Has an
You had Austin Whitty right here to the left. You had Felipe out of France right here. I'm gonna talk about him in a second. Felipe finished sixth place. I'll talk about him in a second. There's Austin in the middle. Miles Mann, who finished seventh in his pro debut, and there's Mark Shane right here. Mark pro debut was also in the top 10.
Yeah.
So let me flip these guys to the back here. Okay, and so here's everyone from the back. Austin Whitty, let's start with him. Super sharp.
Best conditionings on stage.
Yo, Austin Whitty was razor sharp.
Yeah. He needs
He going forward, Austin. Listen, I mean, when you say just razor sharp, peeled to the gills, because I saw him in the gym 2 days before the show, and I said, "Damn, you're peeled." Like, hey, seeing it in person, grainy, There's no fat on him. Kids just peeled to the gills. He needs to get more
More
width to improve this taper.
he's work
He
on
needs more width. He doesn't have the smallest waist, okay? And so to make up for that, he just needs to bring these lats out wider, okay? And
he,
it'll help if he corrects this back pose because he's holding his arms up so high, he's
yeah.
elongating these lats. And so if he lets these arms relax down more, he can actually drop the lats and make them look fuller and wider. I'm gonna move on to Felipe, who was sixth place.
Before
Felipe
you do that,
looks.
do you have the front shot for Witty?
Yes, I'm gonna go back to it. I just want to talk about these guys real quick. Um, Felipe right here, guys. When you see him on Instagram, he looks freakish. When you see him in person, he looks freakish. Okay,
Boss.
but in person, they're at the show. He still has a layer on him that he needs to peel off.
Mm-hmm.
He needs to be drier and tighter.
The
And
thing about
when you
right, very similar condition about Dan. They gotta thin out the skin. They gotta get down. They have the size.
So, well, I'm not gonna super bubbly and round, but the thing with Felipe is this: look at a shorter guy right here like Dallas. Look at Miles Man and look at Felipe. What do you notice? He's
Yeah.
narrow.
Yes.
For him to be as bubbly as he is, okay, he does not have a crazy amount of width, and
Yeah.
he still needs to add more depth to the middle of this back.
Mm.
If he can get a little bit wider, man, and come in just dry, dude, he's going to be dangerous for years to come. But it's going to be a thing where in the offseason he needs to really focus on adding more width and more density because from the front, super round and bubbly, dense muscle through the chest, the arms, the delts, but he's got to improve the width. And then you move over here to fifth place, Dallas Botchway in the pro debut, right? Look
Fantastic.
at this. Look at this
Yeah.
shape. This kid has fucking wheels on him,
Mm-hmm.
Eddie. I even thought that for Dallas, his legs were
Yeah.
overpowering.
Yes.
Dude, when I looked at him in his front pose, the first thing I fucking saw was his legs.
Yes.
And I was like, dude, if you just and he could change his posing up a little bit too in his front stance to take away a little bit from this distraction of looking at the legs first. But dude, he's got some fucking wheels on him. And that's a very, very impressive and complete physique for a smaller guy.
I feel like sometimes when the legs are overpowering to the point where it's distracting from the upper body sometimes. With
And
some
that is a thing, that's one of the things that Gary Udit talked about was you can have legs that are too overpowering in men's physique.
yes. Yeah.
Um, Miles Mann pro debut. Miles Mann was the 2023 Universe overall winner. Everybody was waiting to see Miles debut, man, and I think he delivered. And I think also Miles Mann will be better moving forward. I
Mm.
think he made a few mistakes and he's going to learn from those. But overall, a very, very good look. He could still improve his back. He was really sharp. He had really good conditioning.
Yeah.
I think for Miles, it's just a matter of settling down and just being more relaxed. He was a bit excited out there, and you could tell. Mark, another
Matching the upper body a little bit to the lower half would help. If you build a little bit more width up top, it'll match up with the lower half. On that picture, I just feel like if you see the lower half is dominating very well, and that now the lats have to make up for that to have a little bit more width, especially the teres minor, teres major. Yes.
absolutely, absolutely. Mark Shane out here to the outside, zero gravity guy, man, pro debut. Mark looked really good. His back is impressive. He has a really good shape. Now for Mark, it was another guy who was last minute, right, trying to make that weight cap. And I mean,
What
Mark was
fab?
he was like, yo, even on show day, I believe he was, or show the day before the show, he was still over. So I know he was trying to get that weight down. He was in a sauna, he was doing cardio, trying to do everything to get his weight down. And he just didn't have that razor sharp, crispy, dry look. And that's another thing, right? It's trying to fill that body back out. It's literally the same exact thing.
Yeah, of doing like a filling out last minute. The one thing that I saw is we were talking about
12 pounds. Shit, Mark. Yeah, Mark, hey, he was stressing a little bit too. I seen Mark in the gym on Thursday, man, and he looked really good, but he was over that weight. So,
one thing I saw about it's if you see the front shot and what I was looking, he has a longer torso. And with a longer torso, it requires a lot of width from the top.
yeah,
So it's just everything. The conditioning on him is fantastic. I really like the condition. It's the problem with a lot of the guys is they can't get conditioned. So the fact that Owitz gets conditioned, it's an awesome thing. Now he's just got to keep building on those lats and keep building on the shoulders to have a little bit more width to match up the conditioning. So now it's just a matter of building a little bit more quality size.
Yeah. So here's the guys from the front shot again. Again, what I was saying with Dallas was when I saw him from the front, the first thing I saw was his fucking legs, dude. Like, those are wheels.
Yeah.
Dude, he's busting out of these board
Miles
shorts.
got fucking fantastic quads, man. Fantastic.
Yo, I mean, like Miles, really good balance, top to bottom. You know, that's very impressive. Here's Mark over here. Mark just has to get razor sharp and dry, you know, and you can see that through his midsection as well. But he's got a really fucking sick shape.
Do you think also the posing part, especially for him, you're talking right now?
Say it again, Medi.
Do you think the posing part for, especially if he can angle himself a little bit more, especially with the guys that got a little bit of a thick waist, if they can angle themselves a little bit more just to make the illusion of having a smaller waist would be great.
So which one do you think needs to
A
angle
little bit
more? What's up, Christian?
all the way to the right.
Okay, Mark. So he was posing on both sides. I know he was a little bit uncomfortable posing on this side. It's a pose that he recently started hitting, and he just wasn't comfortable when he was hitting this side. Now, when he posed on his other side, he hit it much better. What's up, Jonas?
What's up, boys? How you doing?
Good, man. And here's Austin Whitty. So again, Austin Whitty was razor sharp.
Yeah.
Just a really, really solid look, man. Lots of muscle, super good with the conditioning. Again, just needs to add more width.
Yeah. I'm excited for him and for Miles because those two guys did a really good disc show. I mean, everybody thinks second call out is not a good thing. It's fantastic for guys that are coming up.
Absolutely. There's nothing wrong with second call out. I mean, they only called out 4 guys.
Yeah.
So that being said, if you're in the second call out and you end up in the top 10, top 7, top 8, right? At any other show, guess what? That is a first call out.
Yeah, it is.
So, I think my thing is like, do you need to call out more than 4? No. Because if the judges are only saying, okay, these are the guys that we like as the favorites, we want to just go ahead and compare them first, and then we'll compare to other guys. Those first 4 were the ones they were looking at for the win.
Yeah, yeah.
But dude,
I like the guys that are upcoming because we were at that point at some point, and I can see the guys that got the awesome potential to do it. All that second call out right there. They all, as they tweak, as they develop, as they get better. The guys you talked about, some of them need conditioning, some of them need size. So it's just going to be a matter of consistency.
Yeah.
To make those first call outs.
So Medi, Felipe, no smile on his face. This is a thing, guys. Stage presence is a thing. He looks uncomfortable from his stance, everything about it, right? He does not look comfortable. He has to work on and improve his stage presence. He has to improve his posing, and he's got to get sharp and dry.
Who are you talking about, Ben? The
Felipe right here from France.
DJ's guy, right? That's
yeah, DJ Pure's guy.
I mean, that guy has an amazing shape. Yeah, you're right though. He looks very uncomfortable. I think is this his second show?
No, dude. He's competed overseas internationally for quite some time, and he's an established pro. Yeah.
Yeah, he looks amazing. I thought he was like one of those freaky physiques like Corey Morris.
Dude, he looks good, man. The dude is just super bubbly. Corey's got a lot more width, though. This is the thing with him is he's got to get wider. Even if you look at him from the front right here, right? He doesn't look like the widest guy. Look. Yeah. Just look at the taper from the front. All it is, the shoulders, right? Look at the shoulders and the chest. Crazy. But he has to improve his lats. And that's the thing that's holding him back, in my opinion.
Yeah, I think he's going to do San Diego this weekend, or Anaheim this week.
Yes, he is.
Very nice.
So he definitely is, man. So that's, a quick little recap of the first call out, second call out. Jonas, what was your thoughts on it? You were there at the show live as well. I was there. What were your thoughts on it of Wasatch?
Not to be biased, but I think that was all like judged really well from like first and second call outs all the way to the last call outs.
Yeah.
I think also a lot of guys like Andre Benson, like you said, improved big time. JC improved big time. These guys took JC took a year, 2 years off almost, just like Andre Benson.
Yeah.
It's pretty fucking great to see those guys like put in the work and then, being OGs of the sport, and then come back and actually still stay within like that first call out range is amazing.
Yeah.
And, you know, honestly, bro, it inspired the shit out of me too, because now I'm starting prep.
Good, man. Good. Jeremy Coleman did make improvements to his back, and I always felt like that was the thing that was holding him back.
Yeah.
Now, it's still moving forward. Jeremy Coleman, from the front, man, he looks absolutely amazing, really good shape, but he can still bring the back up more. And when Jeremy Coleman brings his back up, he's going to be a threat to win
Yeah.
any show that he's in. He's going to be competing this weekend as well at the LA Grand Prix. You have some other guys in there. Let me go ahead and jump over to the lineup for LA, man. We'll go ahead and jump right into it. We got a really good lineup here. Okay. So can you see the screen here?
Yeah. Yeah.
So we got Andre Benson, Tony Chinakwa, which is Chin Chin,
Mm-hmm.
Jeremy Coleman, Felipe, who we just talked about with 6 at Wasatch Warrior, Juan Gomez out of Colombia, returning to the stage. Last time he was on stage, he had several top 5 finishes last year. So
Mm-hmm.
curious to see the improvements that he's made. Jorge Hernandez is back on stage. We got Miles Mann, who was just 7th at Wasatch. Matt Moore, who just had a pro debut at the Wasatch Warrior, who had a really good look, super conditioned. He's going to be back on stage. You have Maki Ono from Brazil. I'm not sure who it is, but I'll look and see. Cheyenne Parvez out of San Jose, California. Sorry if I'm butchering the name. We have, is this TT?
I thought the second guy was TT.
Is this TT right here?
I thought the second guy was TT. From Johnny Sebastian, right?
Yeah, is this TT right here? Is that his real
I
name?
thought. I think it's that one or the one. Yeah. Okay. Never mind. Someone said that's TT. So yeah.
Okay, yeah, well, there's TT. Damn, I didn't know he was living in California now.
I didn't know that either.
Yeah. We got another guy out of Brazil here. Mark Shane back on stage after his pro debut at Wasatch.
As
Austin
well.
Whitty back on stage after his top 10 at Wasatch.
Marquise.
And Marquise Young out of California. So, say that name 5 times fast. Oh, goodness. All
Yeah,
right, so
that's a dope lineup.
that is, man. Really, really, really competitive lineup. In this show, we have, let's see, 2 guys that are pro show champions.
Yeah.
2 guys. That's Andre Benson and TT. TT's won multiple pro shows. He's a former Olympian. Andre Benson, who we talked about was won Sacramento Pro in 2019. This show is wide open, and this is a great opportunity for one of these guys to fucking come out
Yeah.
and say, you know what, this is my show. I'm punching my ticket to the Olympia. Let's fucking get it. Somebody has a great opportunity here, and I love this shit. You have no favorite in this show, in my opinion.
You're right.
There's
You're right.
no favorite here. And I think it's going to be a very, very competitive show, and it depends on who shows up best on that day for this one right here.
Yeah.
So
Who's judging that show? I think usually it's,
this will
since it's
be
muscle
Pete.
conscious.
This will be Pete judging this one. Somebody's got a chance to make a huge statement here, man. And I'm curious to see which one of these guys is going to step up that competed at the Wasatch and bring it an even better look here, and who's gonna make the improvements that they need in 1 week's time. I think
Yeah.
that I think right now, man, if I'm looking at this, I'm saying that the favorites for this show is Andre Benson and Jeremy Coleman. That's the first thing that I'm looking at is the matchup between Andre Benson and Jeremy Coleman.
I would
And then
agree because they're the closest ones recently.
those are the most complete guys in this lineup. They have
Yeah.
a lot of experience. They both have really good men's physique looks.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's going to be super competitive. And I think that with them two, you're going to see Juan Gochez from Colombia in that first call out, battling it out. Juan Gochez will probably have the best back on that stage. Remember, I told you this. He'll probably have the best back on that stage. He's very, very wide, small waist. The problem with Gochez is his back is always really dry and separated, but somehow the front isn't.
Doesn't
It's
align.
it's backwards. Most guys they're dry through the front, but not dry through the back. He's the opposite. Through his back, he's peeled, he's separated, but through the front, it's just never all the way dry through the midsection. And so I'm curious to see if Juan Gochez can come in and nail the look. I did. Juan Gochez did his pro debut with me in 2022 at the Border State Show. He was third place behind me and Emmanuel. He's a really good guy, man. He's going to be in that mix in that top five. And then I see Miles Mann, top five. Hopefully, we'll see the improvements from Miles at this show. And then I think that you'll have Felipe rounding out the top five. You'll have TT. I think TT gets a look here and ends up in the first call out as well. Honestly, this lineup is so competitive. You call out 8 guys, you can throw Austin Whitty in that first call out as well. Super peeled. And
This is one of those call
Mark
outs that
Shane.
it's a
Yeah,
toss.
no,
Anything
it's
can
really
happen.
an open, man. It's open for everyone. So Ben said it right. It's open for
This
anyone
is
that
wide
comes in fucking
open, man, and
sharp.
this is the chance for one of these guys to make a statement and make a name for themselves and get that Olympia qualification.
Yeah,
And so it's who shows up best on that day. I'm gonna just go ahead and just solidify my top five: Andre Benson, Jeremy Coleman, Juan Gochez, Miles Mann, and Felipe. That's my top five prediction. And rounding out a top 8 first call out, I'm gonna have Mark Shane, Austin Whitty, and TT in there.
Did Chichi ever qualify to the Olympia before?
Absolutely. TT's won multiple pro
See,
shows.
his
That's the
thing
thing.
is
That's the
always in
thing.
condition.
That's the thing, Medi. It's only 2 guys here with pro show wins, Andre Benson and
Yeah,
TT. So it's like no disrespect, right? A lot of these guys don't know how to
yeah,
win. That's the thing.
yeah.
that's true.
You see, with Titi, he has fantastic shape, small waist, but he's been so inconsistent with his showings from winning a show to making a third call out and not placing for one and then coming back. So it's all over. This is an open race, and I think the guys that bring in the conditioning are gonna have a shot at placing up in this show. So, like you said, the guys
Absolutely.
like Miles and the guys like always have a chance to kind of like be in the mix. And as soon as you're comparing that first call out, make sure your posing is on point. Don't be breathing like shit. Get in with Ben and work on some posing, and he'll help you to kind of hold that posing for a long time, because it's really easy to hit the pose right for 1 second, but it's gonna be hard to hold that stuff. And by the way, guys that are watching the coaches corners, this is an opportunity for a lot of guys that are getting to compete, guys that didn't do pro shows that are watching this, to kind of learn from this assessment the things that they should be bringing from guys that make it to the Olympia multiple times. So share this live as we're doing it in your pages for people to join in that you care about, that are going to step on stage in multiple shows. I like to watch shows because it allows me to see what to do, what not to do. I want to
Yep.
learn from the guys that F up so that I can show up and not do those fuck ups.
Yep.
Keep your stomach tight, pose right, hire a posing coach. For Christ's sakes, if you have a fantastic physique, the last mistake you should do is show up with a fantastic physique and not be able to show it on stage.
Yeah,
Link up with Ben, is one of the guys that knows how to get this shit together, and then work with him on the posing so that when you show up on stage, you can bring it together.
Absolutely. Hey, so real quick, going back one of the comments, they mentioned Chin Chin. Man, listen, Chin Chin is a very, very big guy. He has a shit ton of muscle. The thing is, with the way that the judge, Chin Chin hasn't been on stage since 2022. He's massive. With the way that these shows are being judged and the look that the judges want to see, I don't think he fits into that look. And it's very, very similar to a guy that was on stage a couple weeks ago, Dan, right? Dude, it's just not about being the biggest guy. And Tony is huge, man. He is massive. And with this lineup, these are not big guys. Andre Benson, 169 pounds. Jeremy Coleman, probably somewhere in the 170s or whatever, right? These guys aren't huge. And those are going to be the 2 guys that are going to be commanding the middle of the stage.
Yeah.
So now it's who's most comparable to them.
Right.
And you're
Yeah.
not going to have a big guy just all of a sudden sitting in that lineup with them.
Wasn't it?
If you saw the first call out the Wasatch Warrior, the 4 guys in the first call out, were they big?
No.
Small all across the board.
guy-
Not small. Wait. Let's not use the word small, right?
Streamlined.
Wasn't it the guy who took 6?
Streamlined.
Sixth place was a Felipe. Yes, a Jonas Streamline. Thank you. Not small. I ain't trying to disrespect nobody. None of the guys are small. Okay.
Oh,
Have guys going
and
and like having body issue images.
Yeah.
Having issues with their body image.
the guy who took 6, right, is the black guy, right?
Yes, Felipe out of France.
I think he has more size than most of the guys that were ahead of him. That scenario right there is the same thing that happened to Dan. Thin out the skin, show up with the conditioning, bring the streamlined look, and don't blow out your stomach. An inch that you add to your shoulders is an inch also that you may add to your stomach, and you rather keep the midsection small. This is not bodybuilding. You don't flex your abs the way you flex them in bodybuilding. It's a subtle flex. So we need those abs to be sharp, and we need you to be streamlined more than anything.
Good point right there, Drew. Very good. And Wilford made a good point, man. He's like, all the guys that's coming from last week, all these guys should be better this week. Going into a back-to-back, there's no reason why every guy that did Wasatch shouldn't show up even better.
I was going to say the same thing. I saw some guys there that could have placed better because they weren't holding their poses. Like you see, as soon as they call the back post, you see their gut come out before they even transition.
Yep.
They pay attention to these things, and I learned this shit the hard way.
Yep.
And so I want these guys to make these, just like what you guys said earlier. You got to see these guys make the mistake so you don't have to fucking make it. And or if it's you, then you just don't make it the same time again next week. Just like the guys that came out from Salt Lake City, they got to come in and just make those fucking changes. That's why you're pros at the end of the day. We got to do our homework. But you also got to rely on other people. Like get someone to coach you. Get someone to get a second eye.
Guys, every one of us took a hit on placing because we didn't pay attention to these things. I took a hit on placing because I didn't pay attention to these things. I would talk to Ben and he goes like, hold the damn pose. Like even between prejudging and final, I'll find a message from Ben. He says, hold your fucking pose. Stop moving too much.
Hey, I'll be on it, man. I've messaged you a couple times. Like it's like, man, Medi, you're on fire, but you're moving way too much right now.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, guys, and Jonas, I thought I was gonna see you compete. I saw a post you're going there, and I was like, "Is this guy on stage?
No, actually,
or what?"
No, originally I was gonna do that show. Originally, I was actually gonna do Tri-City and this show, which would have been my first, I guess, East or not Cali shows. But man, I couldn't pull myself out of this mental rut after Arnold's Ohio, and so
it's all right, man.
The break.
So real quick, guys, let me get your prediction here on LA, okay? So I've given mine. I want to hear you guys' prediction for LA Grand Prix. What's your top 5 prediction?
What do you got, Jonas?
Not in order. Definitely JC, definitely Andre Benson. I haven't seen, is it Chin for a while? But I'll put him in there just because he has a really great front and he's fucking crispy.
You said Chin?
Yeah.
That's what I was just talking about. I think that the look is not gonna go like he doesn't have the same. Yeah, he doesn't have the look that the judges are going towards right now. But no, this is your prediction. That's it. I'm not changing it. So you got Chin, and you got Jeremy, Andre. Who else?
Man, let me see the list again.
Okay.
Honestly, like I said, if these guys fucking bring it this week from this weekend show, I think I'm gonna put Miles in there because I thought honestly he would have been in the top motherfucking 3. So I'll put Miles in there. He fixes what he's supposed to fix, and then I'll throw in Mark. Same thing I said about Miles. He has to just fix his shit. Because he's bubbly, he's got that streamlined look. All he has to do is really, I think he needed to get that first show out of the way to see and make the mistakes and then assess it and then go from there and then make the
Yeah,
changes. I'll put Mark in there.
What shows
That's
Gucci
5 right there.
doing?
that's 5 right there, Jonas. So you got Mark, you got Miles, you got Jeremy Coleman, Andre Benson, and Tony Chinakwe.
Yeah,
Okay.
and then I think easily I think like 2-3 guys can slip in there if some of those 3 guys that I mentioned just fucking don't come up, don't show up 100% or even
Yeah.
less than they did last week.
What's your thoughts, Matty, on the top 5 here?
You know, the crazy part, I just looked at the lineup that you did. Half of that is going to be the first call out. The other half is second call out. So it's just going to be 2 call outs right there.
Well,
And
let's hear just a top five
with that,
prediction.
okay. I'll give you my first call out, then I'll give you my top
What's up,
5.
Flo? Yeah.
I would say JC, Dre, Mark, Miles, Felipe, and Awitz.
Okay, now let's get to the top 5.
I think Dre is going to be fighting for the win. So I'm even going to put him in the top 2. So I think he's going to be fighting for the win. I think JC, Dre. Can you flip that thing again? My bad, dude.
Yeah, you're good.
Oh shit, Gomez. What's his name? Is that Gucci? No, that's not
Yes,
Gucci.
Juan Gomez Gochez out of Colombia. I got him in my top 3, man.
I gotta have him there, bro. I competed with that guy. If he brings in his conditioning,
Who?
he's for sure. He's got
Absolutely, Gochez can win this show.
So I'm gonna
He is
go ahead.
Gochez is super wide through the
Yeah.
back. He has a small waist. He's complete. He's not missing any body parts.
Yeah, there's no way he's not in the first call out, and there's no way he's not in the top 5. So if you put back the list, let me give you my top 5. I'm gonna start with Dre. Perfect. Andre Benson. I'll choose Gomez. I'll have Mark. And then let's see. Fuck, Felipe can be there too. Yeah, that's my top 5. Yeah, and then the guys that are conditioned, I really think that Iwich and Miles have a chance for anybody who slips up, they can get in that top 5.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I'm gonna say it right here. For the win.
If they're 100%,
for the fucking win.
Gucci or Andre.
I haven't seen the Gucci guy, and so I don't know who you guys are talking about. But from what it sounds like, he's a hitter.
He placed a lot of shows last year in the top 3, top 4.
But he never made it to Olympia, right?
He
Never. He was the Arnold overall champion, amateur overall champion, 2022. He's been in the top 5 a lot.
Yeah.
Just hasn't quite pulled it all together yet. So, man, give me a second here. I'm gonna let you guys know who I got for the win. Mehdi, who you got for the win?
Based on what I saw last week, I'm gonna go with Benson first, and then second goes. If they show up 100%, that's my top 2. Those 2 guys.
If JC shows up 100%, I'm going with JC. If he can hold his motherfucking poses, and if he comes in like sharper than last week, which I think he can, and then just fix that motherfucking back post, I think he can lock that shit in, and that would be dope.
Yeah, I don't disagree with that.
However, shit can change, But Andre Benson's shape is amazing, bro. I competed against him when I did my pro debut, and he made that physique look like that was like from 10 years ago, from the amount of changes that he made. Streamlined more.
Last week, he definitely surprised me last week, man. He has one of his best.
There's Juan Gochez right there. That was his pro debut in 2022, where Emmanuel was first place. I was second place at this show. So that was from his pro debut in 2022. Just a really fucking good shape, man. Small waist, wide back. This was Fit World.
In
yes,
LA?
in Anaheim, yes.
And Ben, you fucking compete here in Cali?
What?
You used to compete in Cali?
Hey man, there he is. And like I said, this guy, he's not really missing much. He just has to bring this in tight and dry.
Do you remember what he took in the Columbia Pro? Because I know he competed there.
Oh, I
He
remember
got
him now. All
second.
right.
He got second at
Yeah,
the.
man.
All right.
Gochez was second place in Colombia behind
Yes,
Ishmael
and
last year.
he beat what's his
Good.
name? Who just won the show?
Clarence. He beat
Clarence.
Clarence, yes.
Yeah, he beat Clarence.
So let me pull up Gochez's last show here. Okay, 1 second. Where's it at? Colombia.
Is that who you had, Ben, to win the show?
No. I haven't said yet. I'm really thinking about it right now. This is
Very,
actually a
Said you were gonna.
tough one.
very close,
You
man.
said you said you were gonna pull out the guy that you think is gonna win, and you pulled him out.
I know. I'm still thinking on it right now. Give me a second. I want to find this Columbia show. What was the name of it, Medi?
Columbia Pro.
Oh, was that
Yeah,
it?
Yeah, yeah. It's a muscle contest.
it is a
No.
muscle contest show.
Yeah,
Okay, muscle contest.
We'll pull up the last
yeah. Usually,
show he competed at.
No, that ain't it. Dude, I do not see Columbia Pro in here.
Go to his page. Oh, no, you don't. You're on the. If you look him up, it doesn't show you the last show he did.
No, man, because it's got other guys under him.
I see.
there's the.
That's not it. Just give me 5 seconds, guys.
Let me see if I can find him.
Yeah, see if you can find it real quick.
Go to
Oh, there he is. What's up, JC? Where's
Jeremy
Ty coming from?
Coleman in the building, man. What's up?
There's 3 shows going on this weekend, though, right?
Yeah, but we
That's
only
great.
talking about 2. we not talking about the other one where you're gonna have somebody that looks like an amateur get a fucking. Never mind,
I, I get you, man.
Hey, yeah.
dude. I don't see it. I do not see Columbia on here.
I found it when he took third at the DC Pro.
What year was that? That was last year.
That
Yeah,
was
that was, and that was in front of Tyler
2020.
Mannion.
Yeah,
Yeah, so look, there it was right there at DC, where Vitor Chavez won that show.
right there.
I remember him. Yeah.
I'm telling you guys, it's very dangerous.
So go Chaz, dude. Last year at the New York Pro was 5th place, 3rd place at DC Pro, 6th place at Miami, 4th place at the B1 Classic, 2nd place, there it is, at Columbia, 6th place at Mexico. This guy competes a lot, and he's always in that top 5. He's dangerous.
All right, I'm gonna put him in there. I
Depends.
think I'm
Hey,
gonna.
Jonas, depend about when he lands. If he lands on a Friday, it's a problem.
Hey,
Yo,
where's he coming from?
he's
Colombia?
a character on stage. Yo, look at
Where's he
him.
from?
This is his best look. This is his best look to date right here. It was in Colombia, and he was 2nd place. Juan Gochez is from Colombia. The dude is not missing anything. He's got a complete physique. He just has to literally come in peeled and dry. That's it.
You don't think his chest could be fuller?
Dude, when you see him on stage next to everyone, Jonas, he's big and he's wide.
Okay. Yeah, I hear you. I hear you. From these photos, he looks like he needs chest, but
Yeah. No, he's definitely up there, man.
Yo, Jonas, that's a clean ass look, man.
yeah, yeah.
You
He's
know
even
what,
got.
man? I'm gonna fucking call it. I'm gonna call it. I'm gonna call it. I got I got Jeremy Coleman for the win, and I got Gochez in 2nd.
Who's judging again? You said
Patrick is.
Uh,
Patrick.
top
But
3.
but how
Jason,
about this? How about this? Let me just throw a disclaimer. I think that Andre Benson can win this show. I think Juan Gochez can win this show, and I think Jeremy Coleman can win this show.
that's your top
Yeah,
3.
The thing
those
is,
are my thoughts too.
I think any one of those guys can win this show. It's a very, like I said, it's an open show. It's a very competitive lineup. And you know what, man? This is only a prediction. I could be wrong, and you could have someone
Out of
just
nowhere.
come in, lights the fuck out, and
Yeah,
steal the show. Not steal it, but win it.
yeah. But who's your winner? JC?
Fuck,
You said
man. You know
JC?
what? Hey, listen, I'm changing my mind. I got Goches for the win. He's too complete. When he turns to the back, this is going to be the difference. He's so much wider than these guys, man. I think this will be the difference. But I think Jeremy Coleman's going to push him. Andre Benson's going to push him. But at the end of the day, Juan Goches is a little bit taller. He's a little bit wider. But man, he's a guy that I can't even trust him to even do a prediction for him winning because he'll go out there and do some silly shit with his posing. You know, I helped Goches with his posing, by the way, right?
Yeah.
And he went on stage the next day and did some wild ass shit. And I'm like, what the fuck was that? I mean, you should have seen my reaction to what he was doing. I'm watching the live stream like, dude, what the fuck are you doing? So I can't even trust that he'll go out there and do what he's supposed to do.
Error man.
Yeah. Especially, I think with international guys too coming in, I think that's a huge factor to consider. You know what I'm saying? Like
Mm-hmm.
they gotta fly in, they gotta peak a certain way, not like us local guys. You know, so that could be a huge factor, and I wouldn't put him to win. It's either gonna be Andre or JC to win it.
I
Any
think Goches.
any of those three. I'm gonna leave it at that. I'll say any of those three. My safe bet is Jeremy Coleman for the win.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like
Because I know Ryan Benson's gonna have him on point and he's gonna be fried.
Yep. Yep.
Goches can be first, can be fifth. That's what I can say. It can go up and down, man.
Hold on, we might get a live update right now. Hold on.
From
Let's see
JC.
if we can get a live update.
Yeah.
Let me see if we get
JC.
a live update, man.
Jonas, what do you got next?
I don't know. I just started prep, man. I literally just started prep yesterday.
Okay.
Um, I've never done a prep longer than 8 weeks.
Hey, yo, we about to
So
jump in to the next one. Jeremy Coleman, I just sent you an invite there. See if you can get that.
get on, JC. Yeah, man.
Okay. Now look, guys, we going into St. Louis. We got another show this weekend, a big one happening in the
Oh yeah.
Midwest. We got the NPC Midwest, IFBB NPC Midwest St. Louis Pro Show happening in St. Louis, Missouri, guys. This is the show that I won last year. I am the defending
Fellas, what's
champ of this
good?
show, and I will not be there. What's up, Jeremy Coleman?
Chilling, man.
Congratulations,
Chilling.
man, on the showing at Wasatch Warrior. You
Appreciate
came
it.
out.
Appreciate it.
You look crazy. You did make the improvements to the back,
Yep.
right? Everything was on point for you.
Yeah, shout out to Jonas for showing up, man. He was very supportive. I was happy to have you there, man.
Hell
Nah,
yeah.
but
Do we get a live update of you right now,
Nah,
JC?
man, I got to defend the turf. I can't show y'all nothing right now.
Hey man, you at home. You ain't even got to go nowhere.
I'm
You
chilling.
literally
I'm
gonna get
chilling.
up out of the bed
I'm
and,
chilling.
and drive over to the show. Can we get a live update?
We good, man. We ready. We gonna be ready.
Yeah.
One thing you had wrong though. I was definitely not 170 on
Was not
stage.
what?
I was close to 200.
Oh, really?
Close to 200. My weight cap is 202.
Oh, well, damn.
Yeah.
What was your weight on stage?
I clocked in weigh-ins at 195.
Okay. So what's the changes for this week? Do you just keep on bringing it down and come in even tighter?
That's the plan. That's the goal. You know Ryan got the plan, man. So I just follow what he sent me.
Yeah.
Obviously taking a year off, I know it hurt me in Wasatch. That's things you can't practice enough until you get under those lights. But yeah, I definitely found out real quick. I was pretty gassed. At prejudging, I tried
Oh
to look
yeah, I
up the
saw it. The
scorecard at
stomach started.
nighttime, but
I saw you.
yeah, I was tired. So I won't be tired at the next show. And we're gonna go from there, man.
Yeah.
We can go from there.
Well, I think it's gonna be a really, really competitive show out in California, man. I'm gonna be
Yeah, I
tuned in.
agree. I agree.
I'm gonna be in St. Louis, but I'll be tuned in. Making sure I'm watching what's going on out there as well. It's a big opportunity, man. This is what you've been working for, and so it's now you just got to go out and get it. That's
yeah,
it.
Vinny made a great point too. JC's home. You know what I'm saying? That's a huge factor when you're competing in your backyard. A lot of people don't realize that
Yeah,
is
absolutely.
a huge
And so,
fucking
you know,
factor.
you get to relax a little bit more. It ain't as stressful on the body having to do the traveling, going to a hotel and all this stuff. It's just more relaxed when you get to be at home. And so
Absolutely.
that is a very good
I
point.
mean, I got my wins through muscle contest, so they're gonna show me some love. So I just gotta hold up my hand.
Yeah. So JC, while we got you on here, we're gonna go through we're gonna look at the St. Louis lineup. Can you
Yep.
guys see that?
Yep.
So first, we got Dustin Alves coming off of two back-to-back second place finishes. He was second place at Charlotte a few weeks ago behind Emmanuel. Second place this past weekend behind Jason. We got George Brown making his return. He came back after over a year off. He did Charlotte. He was fourth place there. He's coming back to the stage. Jamal Everett back on stage again. This is show number 3 for the year of him. Hassan Karimi, this is going to be his fourth show of the year. He's literally doing every fucking show, isn't he? He did Charlotte. He went to Tri-City. He went to Wasatch. Now he's going to St. Louis. He's all over the country. So we got Michael Mayers coming back to the stage. He did Charlotte. He was seventh place there. John Murphy is my athlete coming back to the stage. I actually sat John Murphy down just to bring his weight down. Mehdi, remember what I was talking about how hard it was to make weight?
Mm.
John Murphy, we had that problem when we went to Charlotte. We didn't have enough time to fill his body back up. And so I was like, listen, we're gonna take a few weeks and bring your weight down so that when we get to weigh in,
So you don't
everything is
have to
smooth and
for
easy
much.
and it's less stressful. It was so stressful on his body, dude. We were still trying to pull 2 pounds off the morning of the weigh in.
Yeah.
So we got Dustin Nahali. He is your 2022 Junior USA overall winner or 2023 Junior USA overall winner. I apologize if I got that wrong, but he was the Junior USA overall winner from a year ago or 2 years ago. He's making his pro debut. So, curious to see how he's going to look on stage next to the pros. We got Jonathan Owens coming back to the stage. His last show, I believe, was St. Louis last year.
Mm-hmm.
Steve Rallos out of Kansas, not familiar with him. Gerardo Reyna out of Mexico, not familiar with him. TJ Terry, Micah Thomas Jr. making his return to the stage. He's a previous Olympian. Kamani Victor, a previous Olympian, making his return to the stage. Big Roy Williams and my guy Travis Yao, who's coming off of his second place at Tri-City a couple weeks ago behind Clarence. So another show where I think is going to be
Pause
very
that.
competitive. Very competitive. Um, you got several Olympians in this lineup, and then you got a lot of guys who are on the come up right now, and they're hungry. So I'll let you guys start off with this one. What do you guys think?
I think
It's a
that's
very
the same
close
type
show.
of same type of deal with muscle contest this weekend in Anaheim. You don't know who's gonna win. You just can't predict, but there's a
Dangerous
lot of
people
good
on that
guys
list.
there that could win
That's,
and pull up there and do the same thing because some of these guys are coming off from Salt Lake City too and Wasatch, so they're gonna hopefully do their homework and show up better. But there's also these other Olympians, multi-Olympians that's gonna be in there,
Yeah,
So you never know, but it's a good fucking lineup. Honestly, it's a good weekend for two of these big shows.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of up and coming
man.
guys too.
It's gonna come down to momentum at this point. There's
yep.
certain people that get better show after show after
Yeah.
show, or they stay consistent. These two shows are all about the people that get off the stage and get back to their shit and get back to the grind and show up better and better and better. There's very few people that are consistent like that. And so just like we made the prediction on California, that top five, those are the people that we felt like they have the most consistency driving into the.
Hmm.
I think that Travis is one of the most consistent guys right there, especially with what he did this year. Dustin as well. Those two guys are gonna be for sure in that first call out there. They're gonna come with the mindset to win the show, and so their conditioning is very good, is very superb. They're guys that are gonna keep developing and getting better. They're gonna learn how to be consistent through the year, and that's an awesome thing. So I feel like this is a momentum thing. Both shows are going to be about momentum, and I like that JC right now has a good mindset because you can hear where people their head is at. I know what I did and I know what I need to do. That's what I've been doing and I'm coming to do it. And
Yep.
so when somebody is with that mindset, they have a good momentum. And this is what these shows are about.
Yep.
JC, you competed with some of these guys at Wasatch, and you've obviously competed with several of these guys over the years. What's your thoughts on this lineup?
That's a dangerous list. I'll tell you that. We already know Dustin's going to bring it. We just seen him, so he's going to be sharper. You got to give him a nod for fighting for first. You got George on the list. OG, you got to give him a nod. Kamani, another one, man. He 4 years off, come up, hit you over the head with a win. So, Travis, you just came in sharp to a show, so that's 4 right there. I feel like I'm missing somebody. So you got Kamani, Dustin, Travis, George. A lot of the newer names on that list. Micah. You never know what you're gonna get out of him. I think it's time for a good showing from him. He's an Olympian, so he know how to get it done. One thing I will say about my guy Jamal, if he comes in, downstreams a little bit of that muscle, it's his. It's his. Because we know he has the muscle, but you got to sacrifice some of it. Just like myself. If you got muscle, you got to sacrifice some of it for conditioning. One thing I can speak on myself as, you don't know until you get up there. So even if you take a year off, come back, it's not going to be the same. You got to practice on stage, like in game. You don't get in game reps practicing in the gym by yourself. So,
Absolutely.
nothing's better than on stage repetition. So whoever has that, it will show, and who doesn't, it won't show.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, my opinion on this show, and I'm not gonna be like Mike. I'm not just gonna ride for my guys. My unbiased opinion is, I think that Becky has her work cut out for her. First of all, let me say that this list is really good. I think we end up with an 8-man call out here for sure. But I think it comes down to Dustin, Travis, George, Kamani, and I think that's your top 4 at this show.
I agree.
And actually, and if you said that Becky is the one judging it, Becky's ammo is literally streamlined look.
Becky told us when Travis got second place in front of her to bring the exact same look, but fix the posing error with the stomach as far as doing the vacuum instead of flexing the abs. She loves his look. She's already told, just come the same way. Dustin was 5th place last year in front of her in his second pro show. She likes his look. George Brown has won in front of Becky as well. She's seen him over the years. They're both from Columbus,
Yes.
Ohio. And then you have Kamani Victor. Kamani Victor just has a ridiculous amount of muscle. Kamani is very dangerous. From the front, he looks amazing. I think he still needs to add more to his back to match his front. And then it's a matter of which Kamani do we see. Kamani's a guy that'll come out and he'll start hitting random OCB poses out of nowhere. It's like, what do you? And then he's a guy he can come out razor sharp, or he can come out looking soft, like he's holding a layer.
Yeah.
And so,
He might have won that one. Who knows?
which one?
The last one started doing some posing. It what everybody was talking about. Like, what's
that was Chicago Pro last year, and then he went to Tampa Pro as well, and was in that top 4 with Jeremiah Maxey, Aria Safai, and Alex Toppin. So Kamani is dangerous, man. But Kamani, he's just a really big guy. He's wide through the clavicles, broad shoulders. He's got a nice small waist, but Kamani has to come in super dry and peeled. I'll tell you now, as soon as Dustin got off the stage at Wasatch Warrior, told him, go get on the treadmill. We got cardio. You're in peak week.
Yeah.
He's on it. He's tighter. We're depleting hard right now, and we're about to start loading it up. But he's going to come in better. Travis is peeled, just peeled and dry, ridiculously peeled. Travis is going to come in with a really good look. John Murphy is peeled. He's brought his weight down, and it's going to be a lot easier for him to make that weight. And now we're going to be able to see what he truly looks like without that stress on the body trying to make that weight cap. John Murphy is Junior USA overall winner from a couple years ago. So this guy has a really good look, really good men's physique look. Micah Thomas Jr., man, a guy that's previous Olympian. With Micah, he's inconsistent, just very inconsistent. This is his first show of the year. I don't have him placing over these guys that's already been on the track. That's just what it is, George, we want to see if George makes the improvements. At Charlotte, George looked really good. He was in good shape. He didn't do a good job with his posing. Like you said, JC, nothing can replicate that stage time, right? George was off stage for what, a year and a half, and when he got back on stage, that it showed. The rush showed. The stage presence wasn't all the way there. The posing wasn't all the way there. So it's like, do we see George if he makes these improvements and these corrections to those things and comes in a little bit drier and sharper through the back? George
Mhm.
Brown's dangerous and he can win this show.
Yeah,
But
George has a history of when he competes throughout the year, he gets better. Like the last two times that he qualified, it wasn't the first shows he did. It was the last shows of the season. So he did 3, 4 shows, and then he got the qualification. So I think, if based on the consistency that he does of how he competes is the momentum thing we talk about. So I think he should be better than, last show. I feel like this show that we're talking about is a little easier to kind of pick the guys as opposed to the California one. So I can see Travis, Dustin, George, and Kamani, those guys being in the top 4. It's very difficult for me to see anybody else clicking on that top 4. If we get a top 8, sure, on the outside looking in. But those guys are going to be the guys that are going to be compared. They're guys that the judge seen before. They're guys that are very consistent. So why would they mess up?
yeah, you got a guy like Michael Mayers in the lineup. He's got a really good shape. He's working with Unchained Mike as well. It's one of his guys, and he's really impressive from the back. He needs to come in. Another guy that has to come in just razor sharp and dry. He was 7th place at Charlotte. He can move up in this lineup. He's a guy that could be top 5 in this lineup for sure. Hassan Karimi. This is a guy he's been there. He's won before. He's been around the top 5. But I don't know what he could do to get better at this point. Seeing him at Wasatch, I think at this point his body's getting
Worn
tired.
out.
And
Yes.
so this is the thing, right? I think like somebody like this, you have to stop chasing. This is 4 straight shows, 4 weekends in a row.
Mm-hmm.
Why are you chasing? Sit down, let your body rest.
Especially
Because
after what happened this last show. You out of the first call out, take some time.
he's looking, listen, he's in really good shape, but his look is fading. He is looking worse
Let me ask you a
every
question,
show.
then. Let me ask you a question. So here's what I thought when I saw him at this last show. The conditioning is there, but the body's starting to fade.
He's starting to fade. It's just like
Tired.
it still looks good, but it's not razor sharp.
Yeah.
And you can just see a little film starting to develop on him. And he's got to do something with his back and his back pose. That's what's really holding him back. Because from the front, he shows a nice taper, but he's got to do something with the back, man.
Yeah.
Jamal Everett, man, you talk about Jamal. Gucci, man, got a lot of muscle. The last 2 shows he's done, he has not nailed the conditioning. Every time, when he turns to the back is it's smooth. The back is not dug out, it's not separated, it's not dry. And so if he can just pull it all down, man, and he's in the first call out here. But he's got the body, he's got the physique to do so, but he's got to nail the look. You got to nail the peak. I'm gonna say this, man. I got Dustin Alves for the win. It's his time. Dustin has been runner up last 2 shows he's been in. He's got a really good look. And at this point, man, it's just a matter of him showing up. You can't deny him for long, and he's only going to get better. I got Dustin for the win, and I'm going back to back. I got my guy Travis as well, right there behind him in 2nd place. So that's how I'm calling it. The rest of the top 5, you're going to have George Brown in there. You're going to have Kamani Victor in there, and you're going to have, I'll say, I don't know. It don't matter at that point. So I'm going my guys top 2. Maybe look, I'm going my guys top 2. You can call me crazy right now, but I don't miss very often.
Dustin's got momentum.
Yeah.
Everybody hard to beat.
Dustin,
Already on fire.
I have a question for you, Ben. Though, since you're his coach, so Dustin looked amazing. There's no questions asked. His back is fucking amazing. Has a great width that makes him stands out against like guys like JC, bubbly guys like JC again, and like Andre and Jason. But do you think he came in better or just the same for finals than he did for prejudging before he
No,
made?
he came better, but the show's over with. The decision was made, and that is what it is.
Yeah.
You know, um, Dustin just got to settle down. On stage, and I think he's starting to realize how good he is now. And I think you're going to start to see that more. He's on stage. He hasn't done a lot of shows. He didn't do a lot of amateur shows.
Mm-hmm.
He hasn't done a lot of pro shows. And so he's just getting better right now. He's only done 5 total pro shows at this point.
Yeah. I was sweating for Jay. I'm not gonna lie, guys. I was sweating for my guy Jason this last show. And that shit was close.
Same. I would say it's like comparing Ebank's physique to Brandon Hendrickson.
Yeah.
Two different physiques, right? Just it's two different physiques. It's Jason's bubbly and rounded, and a little bit more so on like when he does like that front pose
Yeah.
where
The physique.
he's just there. He's a 3D motherfucking guy,
Yeah, you
right?
got certain physiques that look alike. You got, for
Mm-hmm.
example, Joe Manji,
Mm-hmm.
Joe, and what's his name, Jason, and Pop,
Yeah.
and those guys
Mm-hmm.
look.
Similar looks,
They
exactly.
got
Yeah.
their look, and then there's guys that got more of a smaller arms around their shoulders. More, they put their hands down a little bit
Mm-hmm.
more, and a lengthier look. And it's hard to compare the two. But I'm not gonna lie to you with Jason, because I was able to see that he wasn't that look attack. I was sweating for him. I was looking. I was like, ugh, this is close. For a minute, I had Dustin ahead in prejudging. You know.
Yeah.
I'm
I'll
gonna
say
say it again. I had Dustin for the win too. Jason's my teammate. Jason's a great guy. I had Dustin for the win. I'm
Yeah.
gonna say it over and over, and it's not to take away from him, but I had Dustin for the win. And that's it.
this with being in the trenches with Jason and Mark, because we all going through the same problem, cutting down weight. So the fact that Jason got the win and his mind was so not on the show anymore, like ours wasn't. It's like get to weight, get to weight. Okay, now Carba start eating. Like it takes a different. It's definitely different. So if there's a show that allows you to weigh in and you right on money, like close to it, you'll find out when you actually have weight how much it plays a part into what you can actually do with the rest. All of us had similar.
Yeah,
Can't drink no water, can't eat no carbs, carbon up at night, drinking water at night when we would have been cut it down previous shows. So
exactly.
it's all
You absolutely right, JC. That's the thing, man. People, like I said, these shows, they need to change it up for the athletes because it's not helping the look, the production that's on stage. You have athletes that are really good that aren't bringing their best. Some of them because they're doing weigh-ins at 4 p.m., 5 p.m. the day before the show. You're not giving guys enough time. We're not doing posing, dude. We're on here recapping shows and talking about upcoming shows. But you got guys who, man, how much time do you get? You're weighing in at 4 or 5 p.m. and then you got prejudge the next morning. That's not enough time to get food, water, to fill
Mm-hmm.
that body back out, especially for bigger guys.
Yeah. I agree.
So they need to change that up. They need to start doing check-ins for the athletes, morning time. Get it out the way, man.
Definitely.
Weigh in, morning time. Give guys all day to bring their look together. End of
I
the day,
was
the fans. As a fan, I want to see every competitor at
yeah.
their best.
Yeah.
I,
I was
If the
really
guys do,
surprised.
if the guys do the work, I want to see them bring their best to the stage.
I was really surprised when they had check-ins for the guys on Friday at 5 at Wasatch, because in Ohio when we had Arnold's, we were there at like 9, 10 a.m. in the morning.
Yeah,
So that makes more sense, right? Because we have
absolutely.
a lot more time to make some adjustments, because there's going to be guys that is having a hard time or had a hard time making the weight. How are you going
And,
to fill
and,
them up?
and Jonas, I think that's a thing where it's a learning curve, right? Because this weight cap for men's physique is new.
Mm-hmm.
The people that put on classic physique shows year after year, they know already. Give these guys a chance to weigh in and then fill their bodies back up. But it's
Yep.
new for men's physique, so these promoters need to start making some adjustments to help the athletes out.
Yeah.
That's my opinion.
I
The
agree.
the only
I agree.
problem with that is that technically they want everybody to have that fair chance to step on stage at the weight cap. Technically, you're supposed to be on stage at your weight cap. If it's 202, you got to be 202 on Saturday on stage. They start locking that in because if you remember in 2017, people were saying things like, hey, Flex Lewis is usually at 222 and it's a 212 class. And that's not fair. That's not cool. And so they started bringing that weight cap as close as possible to the show. Look, at the end of the day, it's your goddamn job
Fair
to make
enough. Fair
sure
enough.
your job to make sure when peak week comes, you do the right calculations. Because if you do the right calculations, you know this, Ben, when you carb up your guys, you drop water. They actually, some of them drop weight when you carb them up.
Yep.
So, so at the end of the day, it's my responsibility to do those calculations and be able to bring that weight to the stage. Now,
Yeah.
if you're that close to the cap, right, you should be a contender for the Olympia, not just a contender for any show. I'm far from the cap. I'm like 9 pounds from the cap, and that's why I'm not a contender for the Olympia. That's why I'm not even a first call out for the Olympia. And it's gonna take me some time to build that tissue, get my shoulders broader, and do what I need to do, right? So that's the only thing, because people are gonna start coming out and saying, "Oh, that guy is 207 on stage on Saturday," you know.
You know what? That's fair. That's a fair point, Medi, that you talk about with the time of the weigh-in. It's a fair point. It's all about being professional at the end of the day, right? And showing up how you're supposed to. So for weigh-in, you show up, you make your weight, and you show
And
up
you
for
know
the show
what's
day on
crazy?
point.
Look at your guys. Look at your guys that made their weight on point ahead of time. They're the guys that are doing really well at the show because they're prepared. They're doing their due diligence and they're doing the work and showing up on point, which is really cool.
Yeah. Let me see what happened there. There we go. No, man, that's a fair point. Um, I'm curious to see. I'm curious to see. How everybody just looks in the lineup here. I want to see how Kamani comes out looking.
Yeah, I'm
I want to see
excited.
the, I want to see the improvements that George Brown makes.
I hope they don't
And
put
now
both shows at the same time, man. I want to see
yeah.
one after the other.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be a good weekend if you're a men's physique fan, man. We get to sit and watch these shows take place and see guys compete, and that's what it's all about. I want to see guys show up at their best. I want to see them compete, and I want to see them bring it, and that's it. Um, but I'm hyped up for it. I'm hyped for my guys. They've been working really hard, and we're excited for it. These guys love the challenge. They want to see guys like George Brown on stage, Kamani on stage. They want to go against these guys, and they all want to be great. So
We're digging.
that's what it's about.
Your guys are inspiring other people that just started in the league to know that it doesn't matter whether you're a veteran or not. Put in the time, and you're going to be able to show up and do well. Because a lot of the guys come
Absolutely.
in the league and they're scared of the league. Get yourself out there, compete. How are you going to know what look you need to bring if you don't get that feedback? Compete. Get dirty, compete, get on stage, and get that feedback. And your guys, for their first year, they're doing fantastic. And those guys are inspiring guys like Miles, like obviously Owitz, to get back on stage and keep competing. We want to see
Yeah.
guys do 4 or 5 shows a year. We don't want people seeing doing one show and getting off. Then it's boring, you know.
Yeah. No, absolutely. You're right, Medi. So, final predictions for this show here.
I'll let JC go first.
Thinking, guys.
What do you got, JC?
And I go with either Dustin or Kamani. Dustin, Kamani, George. That's my top 3 in any order.
You said what's your top 3?
I'm gonna go Dustin, Kamani, George, Travis. That's my top 4. I
Yeah,
ain't going more than that.
yeah. That's what I got for the top 4 exactly.
I agree.
And you know what's funny? Like I said, this show is a little bit easier to predict, man. We know the consistent guys. With Andre, he's coming back. He was gone for a while, so he's coming back. There's
Yeah.
a little bit of, and I like to see guys 4 or 5 shows in a row making first call out. Then I can predict that you're consistent. So in the show that we have where Ben's guys are, there's a lot of guys that are consistent, so we can easily deduct a top 4.
Yeah.
California is a little bit different, Yeah.
And I'll end it and just say this. Remember, guys, this is just a prediction, and this is not where you're gonna place. This is this is just opinions of athletes, fans of the sport, and that's it. At the end of the day, man, I started doing this shit because I love competing. I love bodybuilding. I love it, and I wanted to just get on here and share my thoughts, and it just fucking took off, right? And that's all I'm doing is sharing my opinion on what I see. I study this shit. I go to all the shows. I'm watching every live stream. I pay attention to what's going on, and so I'm happy to get on here and talk about men's physique with you guys. So
This show, like I said, is very important for the guys that are either coming up, even the professionals. Guys, get on this, watch it. When this is done, freaking save it and sit and watch it. Because as myself, even if I'm not participating and I see the guys here doing their prediction, and I'm looking at the shows previously that happened, you can look and learn from everybody's mistakes what not to do.
yeah,
People that win, I don't need to learn anything from the winning. You learn from the fuck ups. I want to see everybody's fuck ups. It allows me before I step on stage to be able to do better. And then at the same time, you got guys like Ben that can actually pinpoint the fuck up. And so if you have somebody helping you fix it, then you can prevent making those mistakes. The worst feeling you can have is you get off stage and you know you could have done better if you just didn't F up something on stage.
Yep.
If it's because I don't have enough size, I'm not butthurt. I'll go back to the gym and fix what I need to be fixed. But if it's because of posing or something minor, then I am upset about that and I want to do my best to fix it. So that's what this Coach's Corners is about for you guys.
Jeremy Coleman, don't mess my prediction up, dude. Don't mess up my prediction, man.
Change your prediction to Gomez.
No, I didn't. I said I got you as my safe. I can't trust Gomez. I can't trust him. I think it's gonna be a fucking battle, but I can't trust him. And I know one thing is for sure is Ryan Benson is gonna have you on point with his peak. I can't trust Gomez.
Absolutely. We're gonna show up.
He's all over the place, man. You know, I can't trust it. And it's his first show, and you coming off a back to back, man. You supposed to come in here blazing.
Yeah, and especially he's coming
You
from
supposed
Colombia.
to come here blazing.
Somebody who's traveling, you know, I fairly did well traveling across because I take my time, leave on a Tuesday, and do all that. I don't know when he's landing. I don't know how, you know, the airports, the food, something goes bad. All of that shit changes everything.
Yeah, no, absolutely, man. The travel for international guys, it's fucking rough. So we're gonna see what happens. You know, also, you know, I want to go back to it with St. Louis. This kid Dustin, who was the Junior USA overall winner, making a pro debut. This kid looks like a classic guy in board shorts. So my thing is, I want to see how he looks in the pro lineup. I want to see if the look is streamlined enough, or if he's going to look too big next to these guys. He looks really good on Instagram. He looks good by himself, but I want to see how he fits into the lineup. Just like I was curious to see how Miles Mann would fit into the pro lineup, right? But he's got an opportunity. This guy Dustin has a really big opportunity here to come out pro debut and make some noise, just like some of these recent guys have. You know, you had the guy Dallas right there at Wasatch came out top 5, Miles top 7, right? Let's see one of these new guys can fucking jump in there and do something.
Mm-hmm.
I coached Dustin before. Jonas, I tried to accept your invite to come back in, but it would not. I don't know if your connection is bad, but it's not going. I just did it again. Sean Kaneko, Kane Fitness. Hey, you know what? While we're yo, Kane, what's up, man? So listen, we got one more show this weekend, right? One more show. Real quick. We got the Asia Grand Prix, guys. So we do have 3 pro men's physique shows this weekend. This is the show that Joe Manji won last year, if you remember. So Joseph Lee won this show last year in a really close competition with some of these guys. I couldn't tell you their names, but let's take a look at the competitor list here. Let's take a look at it. Let's see. So we got.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't know nobody on that list.
Man, you know you don't know none of them niggas' names.
Hey, listen, man. We got 7 guys here doing the Asia Grand Prix.
I'll tell you who
Don't know
the
not
top
one
7.
of their faces, nigga.
I can tell you who the top 7 is.
Well, listen, I used to coach Ajit Raja right here out of India. Okay, I do know him. He's got a really nice men's physique. Look, he's just small and needs more size. Kane, let me get JC. Let me get Kane on real quick so he can tell me about these guys. Hey, I appreciate you dropping in here with us, man, and kill it this weekend in LA. We want to see that dub, man. Bring it home. Yeah. We need to see that dub, man. You know, we got a zero gravity in the house. We need that win.
I'm saying one of these dark sport niggas better win the show because all of these motherfuckers is missing the party, and I'm gonna be fist pumping my shirt off, drinking out the bottle.
Oh my God. Okay, Sung Lee. He's saying Sung Lee is nasty. So let me look at Yoon Sung Lee. Kane, what's up, man? Tell me about these guys. What we got right here? What we got happening?
Hey, first of all, yeah, I appreciate you letting me on your platform. This is great. I'm a huge fan. So basically, yeah, there's not many competitors, but there are two competitors that stand out. One would be Jimbo Lee. He's a Chinese competitor.
Didn't he make the Olympia last year?
Yes, he did, but he couldn't get a visa.
Okay. I thought I saw that name.
He
So
won the Japan Pro. It was a pretty high
Jimbo
level
Lee.
show.
Okay, so he's a pro show
Yo,
champion.
Ben, bring up the
And
pictures. Ben, bring up the pictures.
okay, yeah. Let me pull up
And
Jimbo.
then you got Yoon Sung Lee, who is, I think, a two-time Olympian. He's a Korean guy. He won the AGP last year. He won the Taiwan Pro as well, and placed
Oh, I know who
second
you
at
talking
Tokyo
about.
Pro.
Yo, my man is
Oh, I
nasty.
do remember this dude. Yo, he got a sick look right here.
Yeah. He competed in Portugal once, Portugal Pro. Placed fourth, I think.
Hey, yo, this dude's a hitter right here. He was at the Olympia last year, Dre.
Ben, you showing us a picture of this nigga walking out. Can we see the front shot or what?
Well, hey, I had to get to it. There he is right there. That's a slick look.
Nah, I like my man right here, bro.
So this is Jinbo. So how many pro shows has he won?
He's won one. He's a new guy. He came out of nowhere. Won his first show in Japan Pro, and that's it.
Yo, hold up. He don't come out of nowhere. Y'all Asians be lifting since y'all be like 12. Y'all motherfuckers be having mature ass muscle, and all of y'all be peeled.
Lifting
Kane,
calf
how old is
since
this guy?
1. Lifting calf since 1. Lifting upper body since 12.
Yeah, that
How
guy
old is
is
this
not
guy?
no big. That's not big.
He
That's
can't
not
be
baby
too old,
muscle.
right?
That ain't baby muscle.
What does his back look like? Oh, yeah.
He
Oh,
could come
wow.
up in that back
His
though, man.
back would be considered his weakness, actually, when compared to other competitors. His
I bring the other nigga up that won the multiple shows.
yeah, Yoon Sung Lee is
Yoon
probably a
Sung
favorite.
Lee.
Yo,
Let's see. That's the other
Keith, you know I'm in the party, cuz. Yo, look,
Yoon
Keith,
Sung
there's a
Lee.
couple of dark sport guys that are competing this weekend. They ain't gonna be at the party. I'm gonna drink the drinks for them too. And I'm telling everybody, yo, just to let y'all know, I'm 3 weeks out from the New York Pro on the day of the party. And yo, y'all gonna see me have a fucking blast. And then y'all gonna see me
Win
come
that
home, work
show.
3 more weeks, and I'm gonna get this perfect score for y'all.
Oh, yeah, this dude is nasty.
Yo, yeah, this is the dude right here. Yo, he's nasty.
Oh, yeah. Hey, you know what? This is the one that was second behind
Yeah,
Joseph Lee.
him.
Mm-hmm.
Him.
Oh, yeah, he's nice. This is gonna be a good battle right
Nah, it
here.
ain't gonna be no good battle. I'm rolling with this dude.
He's nice, man.
I'm rolling with him. I'm rolling with him.
Hey, dude, look like an action figure, dog. Let's see the back. Let's see how the back
My
looks.
man got the anime physique. He look crazy.
Yeah, he does. Oh, he switched the front pose up. Let's see it.
He's
I
quite
That's a
like
hell
popular
of
in
I
Asia.
like the
This
two.
guy.
I like the two hands better.
that's a hell of a taper, boy.
Cool.
Man, these Asian guys is bringing it. All right, let's see the back, guys. Fuck, he got some muscle, don't he? Oh
Yo,
yeah,
but my thing
I
is
got
this,
him for
right?
the win.
Yo, but
Yeah, I
my
got him
thing
for the
be
win.
this. Yo, my thing be this though, right? Yo, how come only the Filipinos got backs? I'm being dead serious. Nah, I'm not even being funny. Like I'm not even funny. Why the guys from like China don't have as good
Well,
backs?
he,
And
he from he from South Korea, Dre.
yeah, I know. But I'm saying even the guys from China, they don't be having the greatest backs. The Filipinos though, and yo, the Filipinos be holding, bro.
I
It's
don't
got to be a
know, man.
genetic
I
thing,
don't know.
right? Maybe.
Yeah, cause
So
yo, bro, like I see Filipinos that can build crazy backs.
Yeah, they got like the Hispanic genes, right? The Filipinos, whereas like
Oh, that's what it is.
yeah,
Oh yeah, you're right. That's what it is.
Kane, who is
yeah.
the guy from Mongolia?
The Mongolian guy, he's been placing top 3 in most pro shows. He would definitely be a favorite. I think he placed second. No, sorry, third last year AGP.
Is he the really short guy,
No.
or is he a big guy?
He's a big guy. He's tall. He's pretty big.
So anybody else on this list that's dangerous?
No, it's literally
Oh,
going to be
Jonas,
Jimbo Lee
I
and
heard. Jonas, I
Yoon-sung.
heard.
Damn.
Yeah, there's
Well,
a lot of opportunity. Like there's in Asia, they pay a lot of prize money over here,
well, let me
and
ask you
Yeah,
this. Let me ask you this,
dude, they
Kane.
pay a bag
Why is
for
it
yeah.
only
this, bro.
7 guys in the show? This is a big show. Why is it only
So
7 guys here?
AGP used to be the show to go to in Asia because
Yo,
Ryan
that's the
Perry, Courtney
wait,
King,
hold up.
Flex
Yo,
Lewis used to come back in the day, right?
is that the outdoor show?
No, it's a small venue, really small venue that only fits about 50, 60 people, honestly.
Oh,
And it used to be big because they used to pay shitloads of money for foreign competitors to come compete. But that changed since COVID.
yeah,
They
tried to get me a couple of years, yo, and they were gonna give me the
I'm sure
bag
they
just
did,
to
yeah.
come. They were gonna give me the bag just to come.
Yeah, so it's not. There's so many shows in Asia now, so you're gonna see a lot of Asians at the Olympia this year because
What's that show outside? Is that the Korea show?
this is Korea. AGP is Korea. There's already 4 pros in China alone this year. There's gonna be 2 in Japan.
Which one's the outdoor show?
Outdoor
The
show.
one the old boy did, right?
Yo, it's
That
like
was the outdoor.
it looks like it's like at the beach or some shit.
Oh wow, I don't know that.
Yo, the production was wild.
Wow, an outdoor show, huh?
So is
Dre,
this
are
the
you talking
favorite to
about?
win this show?
Huh?
Are you
Go ahead.
talking about the show that old boy did? That
Yo,
was outdoor.
I can't remember who did it, but yo, it was an outdoor show and the production was crazy.
He did it with the wife over there.
Yo, yo, you know who did it? What they call him? Thanos. Yo, that definitely shouldn't be his name though, because he's everything but Thanos. Like, I don't know why he named Thanos, but you know the tall dude from China.
Yeah. He had his both hands on the hip,
Yep.
right? Yeah, that was the one that old boy did.
Okay.
They had the fire. They had the little fire thing.
Yes. Yo, yo, Maddie, you know the show,
Yeah,
Maddie.
I know the exact show.
So my thing is this, right? 7 guys in this lineup, man. It's so early in the season.
Yeah.
This is a big opportunity for one of these guys to get qualified.
My
I don't
dude.
understand why these guys are not in shape or jumping into the show.
So here's the
But
thing,
look,
though. Like,
Okay,
you
let me
guys
hear
said
it.
it on your channel. You guys said it too. Like, winning the show in Asia, yeah, you could qualify. Sure, you could qualify for Olympia, but you won't get taken seriously at the Olympia. So my whole thing is like, I've done it. I've won an Asian show. This year, I'm going to be competing over there because honestly, I got to get my face out there. I need people to recognize me.
no, but look.
Where the competition is.
So look what I'm gonna tell you to do.
All right.
Both.
Qualify there.
Do both. Yo, look, no, go punch your ticket with your show in Asia
And
that you know you
show
can
up.
win. Then you pop up in the States after you get the win, and then you build on that shit. You don't
Absolutely.
just try to get the win over here, because what if you don't get your win now? You're giving up your
Then you don't go to the
opportunity that's
Olympics.
Yeah,
golden. You gotta
year I fucked
remember
it up.
this. Yo, you gotta remember this. Out of everything, I told Alex Toplin this last year. Yo, at the end of the day, you don't want to give up jackets, bro. We not
Right.
giving up jackets, bro. And that's why I tell people don't compete with your ego and your feelings. You giving up jackets doing that.
You know what?
Man.
You're right.
I could go walk to my closet right now. I got 9 of them bitches.
And what he said is right, because Toplin gave up last year's jacket. That's how I saw it, because he didn't compete early enough.
Or
Right.
he could have, or me personally, listen, bro. I don't give a fuck what niggas on the internet think. I would have bowed right the fuck out of Mexico and went to the other show. Like, yeah, we gonna take this W over here. Y'all niggas got me fucked up.
Because
I'm not gonna go over there against Edvin again.
Yeah, made no sense.
Again? Bro, listen, I'm not delusional, bro. I'm self-aware, bro. If a nigga just bust your ass, I'm not gonna go the next week and think look, I'm sorry, yo. Yeah, I get it, bro. If you even in a street fight, listen, you might get one. But guess what? 9 out of 10 of them, I'm gonna get them.
You don't get it, yeah.
So why the hell would you go just walk into that? Listen, I don't prep just to prep.
I prep to win.
I could be doing a lot better shit with my time, bro.
Dre, very good point, man. Kane, I agree with what Dre is saying. If you guys want to really just get out there and get that ultimate exposure, get the win first.
Right.
That's the most important thing. Get the win, secure the qualification. And then you come over here and you slug it out. You ain't got nothing to lose at that point. And you stress free, because guess what? You ain't stressing about trying to get qualified.
Facts,
Get your dub.
Yeah, what Dre
Hey,
said is what I did. I got the Brazil qualification. I got the jacket for 24. Now I'm coming to compete a bigger show.
There's no, look, you got to remember this. There's no trade-off when you can take both.
Yeah.
Yeah.
damn.
I'm competing in Tokyo and Japan too, but I just want to get a warm up. I'm gonna be over there probably June,
Ain't no
July.
fucking warm-up. The fuck is a warm-up? They all count.
Hey,
I knew that was
hey,
And
you
you
coming.
said
know,
it wrong.
You should never
It's a
say the word warm
warm
up,
up.
man.
hey,
Last
Dre,
time I
you
checked, you
know
gotta
what?
do all. Listen, last time I checked, you gotta do all the same motherfucking cardio, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
You know, fucking warm up. All them motherfuckers count.
Yeah,
because then
win that
if you
shit.
go out there and lose, what you gonna say? Well, I was just a warm up show.
Nobody.
Like,
I
Nah,
don't
nah.
give
I'm
a
not
fuck
gonna.
if a
I'm
nigga say
not
that
gonna
was a
make
warm up
excuses.
show. Nigga missed me with that shit. Should have sat your ass home for 3 more weeks.
yeah, until you're ready. Hey, now listen, this is one more thing, right? You see this lineup right here with 7 guys.
Could have been there.
Guys here in the U.S., be smarter.
Whoa.
Go get a fucking dub. If
I,
you got a passport and you ain't won shit before, go get a dub.
But Ben,
It ain't that easy. Maybe
but Ben,
Dre, it
Ben,
ain't that easy. It
everybody,
ain't that easy. It ain't that easy.
everybody,
I know.
yo, you got to think about this, right? And look, I tell people about this sport. This sport is a very expensive sport
yes.
or profession or hobby, whichever lane you fall into, because it's a different meaning to each person. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? And that being said, everyone don't got the finances, yo, to compete out of the country, bro.
Dude, like
facts.
to come to Japan isn't cheap, even though the dollar's doing well. Like when I competed in the States last year, I spent like over $20,000 just to get there, stay there, compete. Like this isn't like the reason why Asian competitors don't go to the States to
Wait,
compete.
is that
We can't
U.S.?
afford it.
Wait. You spent 20,000 USD?
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh Lord, hell no, nah, nigga, I ain't doing it. I'ma stay home. I ain't doing it.
And then
Y'all
so
got me
so
fucked up.
you have
I'ma
to really
compete right
want
at the
it.
crib if I was y'all.
So you wonder why Asians are they don't go to compete over there. It's like first of all, the level's really high there. There's a slim chance you're gonna win. Plus, you're gonna be paying a lot of money. If you have sponsors, they'll cover it and stuff, which I do. So that's how I get to go wherever I want and whenever I want to. But it ain't cheap. You can come to
Damn.
Japan, but it's not gonna be cheap.
20,000. What did they win at the Olympia? Winning the Olympia.
Sorry.
What's the win at the Olympia, Dre?
What's that? Wait, say that again?
Winning the O.
Winning the O? 80 bands.
35,
80 bands.
80 bands. Oh shit, went up.
80 bands.
Damn, dude. Well, like I said, I think some of these guys need to get their passports ready. But you can't. Anybody can't just go overseas and win, though. Dre, you know this. Medi, you
Yo,
know this.
Ben,
You
me
guys
and
have
you
done
had that
international
combo the
shows.
other day. Ben, we had that combo in private. You know what I mean?
Because what you got to factor in is the travel and what it's going to do to your body. When you're having a 20 to 25 hour travel just to get to another country, the food is different,
Yep.
the water is different. Your body's stressed the fuck out. You got to make sure you get there early enough in the week so you can let your body calm down. Like
You gotta
it's not easy.
have tested
You did.
that shit before you do it. You gotta
Yeah,
have tested.
Ben, you did India, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So that must have been tough, right? The traveling, everything.
Oh yeah. Listen, my body was, dude. It was
But
all out of
look,
whack for the
Ben,
first three
but
days
Ben,
there. My shit was like, I was like, yo, what the
yo,
fuck is
but
going on?
Ben, you got, but Ben, you're one of the lucky people who had mad accommodations, bro. Like you knew, like the people out there had you set up,
Yeah.
so you
Oh
was
yeah,
accommodated. So you was accommodated for shit. You got to remember this, yo, Ben. Everybody ain't you. Like,
What international shows you done, Ben?
that was it. That was the first one.
yeah, everybody. Yo, look, if I tell everybody, yo, if you're gonna do an international show and you gonna get the accommodations, bro, take your ass over there because yo, you need somebody that's gonna set you up with. Okay, your food's over here. This is over here. We're gonna get this over here because yo, you don't know where the fuck the yo. You know how many
Facts.
places you go out of
They
the
showed
country
me
and you
love and
can't even
helped me
find
out a
chicken
lot,
and rice.
Dre. Yeah, they showed love and helped me out a lot with that shit. So you're absolutely right. You need to have them accommodations when you're traveling and doing international shows.
I fuck with it, but now I fuck with it, Ben, and that was a good win last year for you. But yo, elaborate on that more though, Ben. Tell them, yo, listen. The international shows is a lick real quick for U.S. competitors if you're really good.
Mm-hmm.
Now,
If
actually,
you're
you don't even
good
got to be
enough.
really good. You don't have to be really good. If you got a name at all and you're above average, you can win. You can win overseas all day.
Yo, wanna
Do
know
you
something
think? But do
crazy,
you
Dre?
think this, Dre? Do you think that you need to be able to first be a pro champion in order to go international and get a win?
No,
Yes, that's what I
Yeah.
mean by you have to have a name somehow.
Dre. Well, check this out. How many shows I won in the U.S.? None. I took second at Palmetto. I
Yeah,
took second at
you
fucking.
win all your shows out the country.
I won all my
But
shows.
man,
Toronto Pro,
but
Vancouver
Medi,
Pro,
But
then
you're right
Brazil
there,
Pro.
top 2 and top 3 at
yo,
every show in the U.S.,
yeah.
Medi.
So look, no, but look, right. So now let's get into the details about it. Y'all talking about the macro. Let's get into the micro.
I went.
Yo, Fetty, yo, your physique goes everywhere, Medi.
Yeah, I go everywhere.
Yo, know what I mean is it translates everywhere. Everyone's physique don't translate
Yeah,
everywhere.
they can
You
win on
can be
one
a
side
top
and get fucking
5
all out
Olympian,
somewhere
bro,
else.
and go overseas and get smoked out.
Yeah, that's true.
And
And
the
I
number
look.
one and the number one reason why is because you get that conditioned hard
Yeah,
look. If you cannot you cannot compete international, like you can get as lean as you want. If you don't get that hard look, you can't compete overseas.
yeah. You think
That water retention after that travel is a
it's
motherfucker.
not even the water retention, Ben, what Dre said right now, too, because you can fucking look crazy at Spain, go to Portugal, they don't give a fuck about your look, you get fourth call out.
Facts.
And you go to another show the next week, you get first call out, you go to another
Facts.
show, you get sixth call out, and you're fucked. You don't even understand what's going on.
Yep.
But there's a look that he talks about, and that's true. That helped me so much. Every fucking feedback, every time I go, they're like, you're fucking grainy and hard.
There's not, and look, and this is the feedback for you. You want me to tell you what my feedback for you be on every show? There's nothing for you to change, bro. There was just a guy a little bit better than you at a different day on a different show. You would have won.
Yeah.
So even when you get third, you're maxed out for your third, and it's like,
Yeah.
bro, yo, I don't think you need to change nothing. Like, yeah, you can not be so angled off in your pose, but whatever. But it's like, bruh, it's just on a different day at a different show. You win, bro. There's nothing for you to change for your body.
Facts.
Can I mention?
Cool,
Can I
Drake.
mention one thing?
Go ahead, Kane.
Sorry, because as Dre was talking about the micro. So another thing you should consider if you're going to compete in an Asian show, it gets complicated. So if you're competing in Japan, for example, most likely 99% of the competitors are going to be Asian, right? So
Yes.
the judges, so Tyler Manny and Steve Weinberger, they were here at the Japan Pro to judge. So it doesn't get higher than that as far as judging level goes. And so we have all these Asian competitors that have been Olympians, and they've been like the last call. It's like seventh call out, sixth call out, right? Because their symmetry, I guess their arms were too big. So Tyler even mentioned in a meeting the next day after the show, he was like, we thought that Japanese or Asian competitors, their arms are just typically too big. But seeing the Japan Pro, we didn't feel that way. That's what he said. So the tricky thing is, when you get a bunch of people that look that way, that becomes the norm
That
in Asian
is
shows.
the norm. We have to judge what's on the stage, brother.
Yeah.
Exactly. So the complicated thing is you can have a higher level competitor from the States show up to Japan, but he's going to be the minority, I guess. Like he's going to be the
100%.
he's going to be the odd one out.
Yep.
So you have these guys that look really good at Olympia standards, sometimes show up to Asia, and then they get robbed, so to speak, and they don't understand why. It's because they don't fit the criteria of like. It's hard to explain.
They're the orange standing next to a bunch of apples, but not in the good way.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's one thing you might need to be careful for. So in Asia, like in Olympia, I was obviously too small. So I placed like somewhere in like third callouts, right? Because I just wasn't big enough. I had the symmetry and the conditioning, but I just was way too small. In Asia, I'm not small at all. Like I'm one of the, so I win shows.
Oh.
Yep, you're one of the bigger guys on stage when you're doing the shows over there.
Exactly.
That's that's the thing about and that's what I mean about Medi. Medi has a look that he can compete anywhere in the world, and he's in the top 3.
Yeah.
Does not matter.
Sure. Very good point.
Does not matter. Yo, Ben, you cannot compete everywhere and be in the top 3. And that's not a knock on you, Ben. It's just that some places, they not going to like your look.
Yeah, they might flag you and stuff for the weirdest reasons, and
hell
you don't
no.
want to spend.
Look, all right, so look, Ben, right?
Right now, I can compete in any country,
and
my look is going to transfer over. You took it too far. You took it too far with that. I got a dope men's physique look, and I can go anywhere at this point.
Yo, in Asia, Ben, you're going to look like a giant standing next to
you will. You're going to look a little.
You're going to look. Yo, Ben, you're not short. You're
I know.
I'm telling you, you're going to look like a giant.
We had this
call. They're going to be like, this guy is way too big, yo.
What he said right now, too, he was talking about the Japanese shows, and they all got big arms, so they're going to give it to the guy that still got big arms. He's going to win, and the next week, he's going to go somewhere else, and he's going to get fucking last call out.
Yeah, but Medi, He might have big arms, but he's not overwhelmingly big altogether.
Yes.
Ben is not small.
Yeah.
like
You're one of the bigger guys.
Ben is not small. Like, yo, Ben, if your look was the same exact look at 5'9", 5'10", I would say all day you could go over there and win in Asia. Not at 6 feet, you can't. You look too big standing. Yo, look at them dudes, Ben, that you just pulled up, right?
That's
Yeah.
half of the size of
Yo,
you.
Ben, you know what you would look like on stage standing next to them
Big
dudes?
I mean, yeah, but the thing is,
Yo,
I don't know,
you
man.
walk on stage flat, bro.
The one thing is though, like all you guys are Olympians, and the Asian crowd, they love you'll be like a superstar if you come over. They'll treat you really well, and they'll
That's
give you
a
a warm
fact, though.
welcome, and
That's a fact, though.
so you might have that whole the celebrity aura, and
Y'all
the judges might pick
in
that up
front,
too.
yo.
But
The
And
hospitality.
that's why Ben, when you're sending on the call outs, remember the past year when he competed, when you were with a show that's like a Corey Morris and a couple of the guys that are a little bit on the bigger size, you get those call outs with those guys, and you guys are in the same call outs at the same time because you match up really well
Ben
top
matches
to bottom.
up with them.
Yeah. You match up with those higher guys that are bigger, and all of a sudden nobody's bigger. Nobody complains about size. Nobody says, "Oh, he was
That
the
size
biggest guy."
shit goes out the window, bro.
And
Yeah.
that's why Dan looked like a giant this last fucking 2 weeks ago. He looked like a fucking giant out of everybody who was smaller.
Yeah.
Yo, yes. But look, this is the thing though, Medi. I think in a lineup of bigger dudes that are better, he would get exposed worse.
Yes, conditioning wise and so many other ways.
You would
Discrepancy.
no, what it is this. You'd see that the balance in the physique is really not there.
Yeah. You look like you're out of the criteria of the man's physique. It'll be exposed quicker.
I don't think he would look like he's out the criteria. Like, look, if he's in a lineup with people like me and Ben, he wouldn't look out the criteria. You'd be like, they just are put together better. They flow.
Yeah.
Hey, Dre, before you go, since I got you and Kane on here, real quick before we wrap this one up, all right? We're going to take about 14 more minutes and we're going to shut it down. So, look, we got LA Grand Prix. We already did predictions on it. Give me your quick predictions on LA Grand Prix here.
All right, so I got Dustin, I got George Brown.
No, LA, not St. Louis. Look, I got the list up.
Oh, I can't read it. I can't see that. You got them. All right, so boom,
So,
boom. All right, so I got Andre. I got Jeremy Coleman.
that's you got TT, you got Juan Gochez out of Colombia, you got Felipe, the dude from France that did Wasatch with 6th place. You got Chen Chen and Miles Mann with 7th place at
All right,
Wasatch.
so go back up again. Yo, Andre Benson, Jeremy Coleman, top two call out, yo. If Jeremy Coleman can come in tighter, he'll take the show. If not, Andre's smoking him.
Yeah.
Because Andre was lights out.
You're fucking right. I said the same thing.
But like for his physique, he was maxed. And look, I've been telling niggas, yo, DJ Pure is a dope ass coach, yo.
Hey, Dre, you know what Andre did different?
Huh?
He came in smaller. He stopped chasing size.
Yo, bro, I could tell you that 1,000. No, it's not he came in smaller. He came in shape, Ben.
In shape, Dre. That's what I mean. So it was smaller than what he's been bringing.
The whole last 2 seasons.
Exactly.
But look though, DJ Pure gonna really ring you out there. Like, all right, so you know how people complain that Ryan don't give people attention?
Yep.
Like he's hard to get. Like, but he's a great coach. You still get results. Now, he's not a great coach for everybody because some people need a person to be on their ass, no homo, for them to be successful.
No diddy.
For them to be successful. And that's what Andre needs. He needs someone like DJ Pure who literally gonna be there every day. Like, bro, what's up? Where the check-ins at?
Yeah. Okay. So you got Andre Benson, Jeremy Coleman, and you said Andre Benson for the win.
All day. No.
What you got here?
No, I said Jeremy Coleman. If he can come in tighter, I got Jeremy Coleman. But if he
I got you.
can't, Andre's gonna get a perfect score if not.
Cool. Kane, what you think about LA? That lineup, did you see it?
Dude, yeah, you're asking the wrong person though, man. Like you guys know so much more. Like,
Okay, I got
Brown is a name that stands out to me.
Okay, this
like
is St. Louis right here, so I switched it up. So this is the St. Louis list.
Yo,
So what y'all think about St. Louis?
yo, I can't read it like it's going in now. Go up to the top, right? So I got Dustin, I got George. Yo, Jamal gonna come in like sixth, seventh, because he's just not super crispy yet. And usually Jamal's super crispy, yo. I got George, I got Dustin, I got keep going down. I got Micah Thomas Jr. If he's in shape, he's in the call, bro. Go closer. Go closer to the bottom. Go closer to the bottom. I can't read the names at the bottom. I got Travis in there too, brother. Oh, and Kamani Victor. So I got Travis, I got Kamani, I got Micah Thomas Jr., I got George, I got Dustin, and yo, I got no host shit in there too.
Yeah. So what you got for the win?
For the win? Ooh. Yo, well look, right? I mean, yo, if George lands this plane the way he's supposed to land this plane, bro, I'm rolling with George with Dustin in second. If George don't land the plane, bro, it's Dustin's show, bro.
Man, I got it. I got it being a 4-man call with Dustin, George, Kamani Victor, and my guy Travis Yao.
You don't got Micah Thomas Jr. in there?
No,
Not damn, you said that fast too.
no.
Okay.
I like Michael Thomas, but he's not bringing what I've been seeing him do is
I
bring
agree
in that
with that.
razor sharp, crispy
That's
look, and especially through the midsection. And Becky loves just nice aesthetics and nice lines. And
Becky's the show.
the thing that she got onto Travis was she loved his look, but she said, like I said, he was posing where he would suck his
Yeah,
stomach in versus
I didn't like
flexing
that.
those
Yeah, I didn't
abs.
like that shit, bro.
And so if you ain't got that nice, pretty midsection, I won St. Louis last year in front of Becky. She likes really nice lines. If you're
Uh,
not bringing those
Micah
really,
Thomas Jr. got hurt by that, Ben.
no, he ain't. Michael's a good competitor, man. And he's a professional. At the end of the day, like I said, this is just an opinion. I
But
think
look,
this though,
you clarified your opinion. You didn't just say some shit and just say some shit.
yeah, and like I said, for this show,
You
you
qualified.
got to come in with
No, I
really
agree.
nice, sharp, deep lines, especially through the core. And if you have problems with that, you're gonna struggle in this lineup.
So you
You
picked. So you had Dustin, George,
Travis and Kamani.
Travis, and Kamani. Yo, I like the five, yo. I mean, I like the four, bro. If
Yep, that's
yo,
how I see it.
so you. Oh, all right. So now I understand, Ben, because you got to be in a 4-man call.
I mean, I see it being a 6-man call out, right? I definitely think that you'll have two other guys get called out, but I don't know who really. You got Hussein Karimi, Jamal Everett, Michael Mayers. All these guys have potential to be in that first call out.
Jonas, what up, brother?
John
What
Murphy. I
up,
mean, you
Jay?
got a lot of guys that have potential to be in that first call, man.
Uh,
Hey, what up,
What up, Kaneki?
What's up?
yo, that makes sense then. I dig you, Ben. I dig you. Cause
Hey,
look, we can't. That four we know is the four.
yeah. And they
Uh,
all got a really sleek, streamlined look. Drake Becky ain't about to give nobody big a win.
I feel. Ben, you already know what time it is, yo. I agree with that all day.
Clarence got the win at Tri City in front of Becky, and what's Clarence?
Oh
Healed,
no,
really good
oh no,
midsection.
yeah, oh no, you better be streamlined for this one.
You better be streamlined, you better be peeled, and you better not worry about no weight. You better suck it all the way down, pause, and that's it.
Yo,
Man,
that was wild, bro. That was wild, bro.
What I
But
miss out on?
look, Ben, we just gonna slide right past it, bro. We're not even going. Not we just gonna slide right past it.
yo. So that
All right,
I got Dustin for
I
the
know you
win, man.
do. And look, I mean,
It's it's
like Ben,
it's his time.
nobody could say you're wrong for picking Dustin.
I think this, Dre. He has the momentum right now, back-to-back second places behind really good
I
competitors. He
agree with
lost to Emmanuel,
that.
he lost to Jason.
He do.
He's got the momentum. He just beat George at Charlotte. Dude, he's got momentum and he's rolling right now, and he's only getting better.
I'll say this, right? Yo, George is significantly better than he was at North Carolina.
I believe that.
Significantly better.
How long is the gap between Carolina and this show this weekend?
I think it was 3 weeks.
Yep, 3 weeks.
But the problem is like, I mean, I know this, right? I'm not naive, nor am I delusional, nor am I a homer. Yo, George got to be maxed out to beat Dustin.
Yep.
Like, I mean, like, he can't even come in at 92%. It got to be 98 and better for him to beat Dustin.
George GB got a fourth last week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks ago.
Yup,
Yes.
4 foot.
Oh yeah.
So
Yep.
I'm rolling with, I'm rolling with GB, because if we land this plane right, bro, I'm rolling with GB all day, every day. But I told you, if he don't land the plane right, it's all day Dustin, yo. And
Yeah.
look, it is Dustin's show to win or lose. With the back-to-back second places, and he's looking great in those shows.
Yeah, man. I mean, you just come up against some good competitors. So, I don't see Dustin falling out of a top two here.
Neither do I, and I will wholeheartedly agree with you on that one. It's just not
And
happening.
yeah. And Travis, man, Travis is just getting better, man. First two pro shows of the year, top 5 at Charlotte, second at Tri-City behind Clarence, and he's cooking right now. So, I mean, it's going to be a good lineup.
I like your man Travis, bro.
Yeah, it's going to be a good one. Hey, tell me what you think. Let me pull up another guy on this list real quick. Look,
Who?
pro debut coming out for this one. I want to show you pro debut.
Yo, Dre, when are you flying into LA?
Yo, Friday, I think like Friday at like 12 I land.
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited to see you, bro.
I'm in and out. I'm in and out for this one because remember I'm in prep. Like, yo, I wanted to stay for like 4 or 5 days, but I'm like,
Yeah,
I don't feel like bringing all that food. Number one. Number two is, yo, I want to just get back to my zone.
I hear you.
Get get my little spirits out that I need to get out for 2 days. Get right back to my zone.
Get your what out?
Get my spirits out, bro. That's what
What
fucking
the-
alcohol is.
The
Spirits.
depth.
That's what it's called.
Man.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Okay, there it is right there. Junior USA. All right, Dre, tell me. Here you go right here, pro debut.
For sure.
He's doing his pro debut. Okay, he was the Junior USA overall winner. Like I
Nigga,
said,
what is you
I
showing me
want to
right
just
now,
I
bro?
want to highlight him for a second.
Bro, what
Okay,
is you showing me? So why are you showing me this?
he was a classic guy, but he won the overall in men's
So what the
physique.
fuck are you showing me that picture for?
Well, but that was just what was pulled up when I first opened his page
This
up.
nigga.
Wait, okay, here he is.
Yeah, I coached this guy Ben before he
Okay,
was.
so what are your thoughts? Is he a classic guy in men's physique, or is
No,
he actually a good men's physique guy?
he's a men's physique competitor, but he needs to fill out that physique. His physique's got a lot of weaknesses to it still.
Honestly, he looks dope in classic. When I coached him, he never did men's physique, and then so we did classic when I coached him, and then he won the overall.
Yo, but look,
Um,
yo, Jonas, I don't care what you won. That nigga does not look classic physique, bro. He needs 40 pounds to be classic
true,
physique.
true. I'm saying when he was an amateur.
Yo, even well, those are his most recent pictures.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
he
don't
did his
think he has enough through the back, man. Now that I'm looking at it, this is my first time really
This
paying attention to.
nigga don't even got enough muscle for me. Like, yo, listen, man, let me stop talking because
Wait,
all I said was
niggas
he's
gonna think
had a
I'm
year
hating.
to improve.
all I
He's
said was I coached him when he was
Yeah,
classic.
but you
That's all I said.
said he looked good in classic. Like, yo,
He looked good
I
in classic
look.
when I coached him.
I mean, I could say this, right? Yo, he could have won the show, the overall. In my opinion, that doesn't look good for classic
damn,
or men's physique.
he's up there hitting
I
classic poses too.
I agree with you. I agree with you. I went through the same thing.
Yo, Jonas, are you telling me that you don't look better than him to do classic right now?
Okay, all right. Good point. All right.
So, Jonas, you are familiar with Dustin. Um, where does he fall at in this lineup for his pro debut?
I don't think he's gonna be in the top 4. Like I have a solid top 4, and that's not going to be shaken. Like GB, Dustin.
Hey,
Uh,
tell me, how does his waistline look in person?
Yo, listen, man. I don't know this guy from a hole in the wall.
that I
I'm
don't
not
know.
even hating, bro.
I coached
I'm
him
just
online.
gonna, yo, look. I'm gonna keep it so a buck with y'all. This nigga's gonna be in last call out. I don't know this nigga. There's nothing personal here. I'm judging off of what I'm looking at. Yo, he gonna be in last call, bro. He doesn't have enough back. He doesn't have enough front. He doesn't have enough chest. He has a good waistline, and that is it.
Yeah. Why did you pull him out, Ben? Out of everyone.
That's what I'm
Well,
saying, bro.
well,
Why, like, yo, Ben,
let me tell you
yo,
why.
you fucked up,
Because
Ben. You
wait,
know why
wait,
you fucked up, Ben?
I'm about to tell you
That nigga
why.
don't
Okay,
deserve
Let him
that.
speak. Let him speak. Let him speak.
let me tell you why.
I go
A
ahead, bro.
couple weeks ago, when the train was really rolling and it was really rolling for Dan, right? He put up a post of himself next to Dan, like who looks better.
Yo,
So
Ben, you shouldn't have brought that to this show, man.
I just wanted to see y'all's
That's
thoughts on him.
foolishness, man. That's foolishness, man. We not doing that over here, Ben. That's yo, look, Ben, and that's why I kept it a buck on what I seen in the physique. Yo, bro, I'm keeping it 100, Ben. But yo, Ben, you can't put me in that position to put that nigga on the spot when he didn't deserve that. Cause you just picked him out of nowhere, basically for him to get picked on, kind of.
That's not to get.
That's
Listen, Dre, I never looked at these
corny,
pictures.
nigga.
That was my first time looking at
Yo,
these
cause
pictures.
I
That
didn't know
also,
what you was doing. You set me up.
that's a year ago. He's gotten better, right? I hope.
Yo, Ben.
Listen, we're talking
Ben,
about a guy that
yo,
won the
Ben, that
overall
nigga
at Junior
shape.
USA.
Yo, Ben, he could get bigger all he wants to. He's gonna have the same shape and structure. It's just gonna be bigger.
Yeah. So look, Dre, I wanted to pull him up because when guy.
You grind me, Ben.
No, I'm not, bro. I'm not being petty or nothing. Listen, real talk, real talk, real talk. Dre, I want to pull him up because if you're an overall winner at a national show, you're supposed to be the most pro ready, and you're supposed to be a guy that's going to come into the league and make noise.
No. This is a lie, Ben. You don't have to be the most pro ready. You just look the best in that lineup and that day at that moment. All that fucking means.
But traditionally, the overall winners are supposed to be the ones that's supposed to come out and
I
do
agree.
something. Jonas was the USA
I agree.
overall winner.
I agree.
He came out, won his pro debut.
Yo, but Ben, I
Um,
know mad overall winners that are sitting on the couch doing nothing because they got smoked out when they came and jumped in the big boy circuit.
that's true. A lot of guys fizzled out quickly. So
So at the end, yo, Ben, I try to tell people, I was probably like, I wasn't that great of an amateur. I was a little bit above average amateur. It took me 9 shows to go pro. Most niggas I know that we competing with went pro in 2, 3, 4 shows.
who was
My
your
nigga Frico went pro in 3 shows.
overall winner at your national show?
Logan Franklin.
Who?
Fuck you, me. And he looked fucking crazy, bro. Like the shit was wild. Like, yo, like, I mean, we all wanted the overall trophy, but we all looking at this nigga like, yeah, the nigga did look wild though.
Damn, Logan was ahead of his time, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, you're right about that. There's been a lot of overall champions over the last few years that, man, they come out, don't do nothing, now they disappear. So,
But I like generally what you're saying though, Ben. I do agree with you.
but I was having this conversation with George too, right, Dre? Over the last few years, how many overall champions have actually had some success?
Jonas.
Besides Jonas, Ryan
Jonas.
Clark. Ryan Clark was the 2020 Junior USA overall winner, and he's just now starting to hit his stride, right?
Hey guys,
Jonas.
I have a question.
Yeah.
When you talk about like national shows, like Universe and stuff, that would be considered like the best amateur in the States, right?
Yep.
And then what would you consider the Vegas, the Olympia? Where does that the Olympia amateur pro
I so
qualifier? So a lot of
look right, yo. The way I feel about the Arnold amateur and the Olympia amateur,
yeah,
yo, they're way harder shows than the national shows
Yeah.
because only the overall winner is turning pro.
Yeah.
nice. I feel
Well, Miles, Chiron is a good example, but Chiron came out years ago. You know,
Yeah.
Chiron's been around for a while. I'm talking about just recently over the last few years.
Oh, there's
Um,
no. Yo, bro. Over the history, there's a shit ton of overall winners that put in work. But I know what you're
yeah.
saying, Ben. I know what you mean recently.
Yeah, recently because men's physique is so deep and it's so competitive now that how these overall winners are supposed to be the ones that come out and hop right in.
Yo, Ben.
We haven't seen it lately.
Not yo, Ben, because like I said, you just need to be the best person in that show at that moment at that time on that stage.
Yeah,
Yo, Ben, do you know how many people didn't nail their peak in a show that somebody else won the overall and they got third in their class, but they
yeah,
were a way better competitor than that person who won the overall?
that's a fact.
I think Ben though is trying to. I think what Ben is trying to say that people don't utilize that win because it's the title that
Yo,
that I
but
think that I
Jonas,
think take for granted. Like
but
Mr.
nah, but
USA, being
Jonas.
called Mr. USA's is a fucking great title. You go off
No,
of
it's yo, no, it's not, because you missing the point. If your
Hey, it is
physique
a
ain't
different
up
level,
to
Miles.
par, the title don't even fucking matter. All it is another fucking piece of plastic at the house.
I'm saying it should be a catapult for people to be like,
But
hey,
yo,
like I got this momentum.
Jonas,
Let me fucking work my ass off. Because that for
Jonas,
me, that was
yo, Jonas, you can work your fucking ass off. If you don't have the physique to stand with the pros, you don't have the physique to stand with the pros.
Dre, what you do have though with this, with the guys that win the overall, is this
true.
coming into a pro debut where a lot of guys who making a pro debut, they don't have
You
a name,
already
they're
got
not known.
noise. You already got the eyes on you.
Exactly. Miles Man, example, coming into Wasatch Warrior this past weekend, he won Universe overall
Already
last
got the
year.
eyes on
People
you.
were watching to see Miles how he
Yes.
looked on a pro stage in a pro
100%.
lineup.
100%.
And so you got to be able to come in and capitalize on that momentum. Absolutely. But man, that just brings me to this point right here, Dre. This fucking league is
Ben,
very deep and it's very
yo, Ben,
competitive.
we've seen 1,000 overall winners do nothing.
Mm-hmm.
What I'm
Yes,
trying to say, Ben, you're missing the point. Yo, Ben, in that show, you could have had somebody who's a top 10 Olympian now,
I get
but
that.
they were in that one national show and placed third in their class when some other nigga won the overall.
Yeah, facts.
And
I
then
get
when they
that.
went to their next national show, they only won their class or got second. But on the
Yeah.
pro circuit, that motherfucker putting up numbers.
No,
Like,
absolutely.
yo, Ben, I didn't win though. Yo, Ben, I got 2 first place trophies as an amateur out of 9 shows.
Damn.
That
That's
and
hey, listen, take
Ben,
note of that, Dre. Dre,
I have no overall wins.
that's actually dope. That's dope to say right there, right? You were talking about the all-time winningest men's physique pro only had 2 wins as an amateur.
And
That's
I have no overalls. And I
no
did 9 shows to
overalls.
turn
That's
pro.
crazy,
That's
man.
crazy.
That's crazy right there.
Trying to tell people that shit. Like, yo, it doesn't, being what you do as an amateur, even the overall trophy. I don't care if it's USA's, I don't care if it's Universe, it does not fucking matter.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a great point.
Because
Great point on that one.
I tell people all the time, there's a difference between an IFBB pro and a professional bodybuilder. An
Mm.
IFBB pro is a
Elaborate, Dre.
status. An
I want to hear
IFBB
this,
pro is
Jay.
a
I want to hear it.
status. A professional bodybuilder is someone who's sustaining a lifestyle and a career off of bodybuilding.
Mm.
If you got a pro card but you still go work a 9 to 5, nigga, you was a technician. You was not a professional bodybuilder.
I have no comment, man. He's
Like,
it's true. It's fucking true, bro.
I'm sorry to say it, bro.
Is there
Like,
another way
nigga,
to word it? Like, come on,
look,
Dre.
you work 12 hours today as a carpenter, nigga. You're not a professional bodybuilder.
Oh
You're a
my
carpenter who's an
God.
IFBB pro. Yo, bro, what the fuck? You want me to let niggas down soft like Ron Isley with the R&B in the background, nigga? I'ma say it how I'ma say it, bro. And I'ma say it direct. Why I gotta run around, jog around the block to tell niggas what the answer is?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, you're not lying, dog. You're not. It's a harsh reality.
Yo,
Damn.
making a living off of this shit is fucking hard as fuck.
Yeah. Yeah.
I know people that are top competitors with multiple Olympians that make no bread on this shit. And then again, I know these little influencer niggas who's like 20 years old who be out here fist pumping, to have mid physiques, and these niggas get a bag.
Yep.
I agree.
Yo, these little influencer dudes that I know when I be outside, like all these little niggas I know that you see me when I be at Fusion Gym in Jersey, all of these niggas are under 25. Yo, all of these motherfuckers are making over 10 grand a month, and all of these niggas got 200K followers. And they all have mid physiques. They're
Damn.
not, they've never competed, and they natty like a motherfucker.
Facts, man. Facts.
So being
So
an
what,
IFBB pro in life, it really don't mean shit, bro.
Jonas, Jonas, how can people come out and have success in the pro league? You were one of the few guys that came out right away. You had instant success. You know, you won the overall, but you came out and you won your pro debut. How can guys do that? Dre, how can guys come out and have instant success like that?
Yo, Jonas, two for two, yo, two and dead. I fuck with that vibe, bro. But yo, Ben, again, like what I told Jonas just before. Yo, Ben, you have to have the fucking physique. Yo, Ben, all right, so me and Frosty on the phone today, right? Yo, this
Yep.
is the gem. Yo, I'm logging off after I give y'all this gem, bro. And this is the illest gem ever my nigga Frosty hit me with today. The final boss is genetics. Yo, everybody taking the same gear, eating the same food, doing the same cardio, everybody doing the same shit. The final boss is genetics.
Yep. Yeah.
So motherfucker, if you ain't got it, you ain't got it. And guess what? You cannot work out shape and structure. Nigga, you born with that shit when you come out. These lines I got in the core, you cannot train your abs for them. All them my trainers gave me heat, brother. That symmetry you see Jonas with, and then still has a thick back to go with it, bro. You can't train for that. He can, like, but everybody else can't, bro. So the way Jonas got his success is genetics is the final boss, brother. He working his ass off, and then genetics is the final boss.
And so what is it for the guys, the new guys, right? These young guys trying to come up, the ones that are doing pro debuts this year. Is it a matter of just, you know what, take the time to build your physique first or come out, see where you at? Then how do you do it? Do you go after the
I
show
say
after show?
I say
Do
you
you
jump
keep
out
showing up?
initially. I say you jump out initially, and then see where you at. I mean, you gotta check the temperature, right? So you jump out real quick, check the temperature. If you gotta go sit your ass down, go sit your ass down. The stage ain't going nowhere. It'll be
Mm,
here tomorrow. It'll be here next year. It'll be here in 5 years. It's gonna be here, brother.
mm.
I think that's when you weed it out. You know what I'm saying? I think that whole jump right back in if it's too cold for you or if it's too hot for you, that means that's when people don't make that decision to where they get shitted on for years and years and years, and that sometimes holds them back from actually reaching their potential.
Facts.
Or you see guys they get shitted on, but they step back and they take years, they take months, whatever X amount of time to be able to improve and see actually where their physique is to the full potential, and then fucking compete.
And you
You
took
know,
a year off, right, Jonas, before
I,
doing your pro debut?
I took 2 years off after
2 years. Okay, sorry. Yeah, you did 2 years off.
uh,
So you took 2 years to body build after getting your pro
Yes.
status.
yeah.
Two
Yes.
years to just build your
Yes.
physique. And this is the part that I be talking about. Everybody wants to do shows. They want to prep for shows. They want the attention, the clout, but they don't want to body build. Where every day you waking up eating the same fucking food, going to the gym, busting your ass, doing your fucking
Yo,
cardio,
Ben.
taking all your supplements every day.
Ben, I don't even think you need to go that hard. You can do it intuitively, Ben. This is all it comes down to, though, Ben. It just has to be consistent, Ben. And you're not dieting down. Ben, when you sit on your weight, I don't care if you're eating shit. If you're sit on your weight and you consistently go to the gym for 2 years straight, when you go peel that shit back down, that shit gonna look different.
Mhm.
Absolutely.
All it is consistency, bro, and taking your time.
Mm-hmm.
So Jonas was able to come out, and
I
guys, he
like the
had
2 years.
instant success.
Sit
But
down,
that's
Jonas. I like that, brother.
I didn't know you took 2 years,
I
Jonas.
like that, brother.
So
So,
that's the
back to
best
the
advice right there.
yeah.
Take the time, guys.
Back to the question you asked me, right, Ben?
Yeah,
Yo, after you come out and do the heat check real quick, right? Yo, you gotta be realistic with yourself, right?
yeah,
Now, when you assess your own physique, stop fucking meat riding yourself and drinking the Kool-Aid. Really assess what your physique looks like next to other people on the stage at the same time. I don't want to see no side-by-side comparisons with the dumb shit niggas be posting when they wasn't on the same stage, bro. No, really assess your physique and what other people have. Now,
yeah.
look, if you want to do this for fun, yo, by all means, you don't even have to be good to compete, brother. You don't. But if you're gonna waste your time, your money, and your fucking resources and all of those things on this, I think you should have a goal of what you're trying to be in the sport. And that doesn't mean you have to be God in the sport. If you say to yourself, well, I'm a fucking trainer at the gym, so I just want to make it to a couple of Olympias. This way I have that status to get more money as my being a trainer. That is a successful person.
Mm.
So you have to like people don't gauge life for their own life. People be looking at other people's lives and want to live their life. No, gauge it for yourself and make it work for you.
Hey, so you see how you say you come out right, you do the heat check, you see where you're at, and then you take. I agree with that 100%. I'm always a fan of hey, right after you get your pro card, go hit a pro show or two, get feedback, and then go to work and take as much time as you actually need to make those improvements. Um, that's the best thing. And so now I just want to ask this question. This is a little bit off topic. We can get off after this, right? Dan's gonna go and do a show in Europe in 8 weeks. And remember, we was just talking about Drake. Everybody can't go international and win shows. So it's like you came out here and you were sixth place
I
at the
don't
Tri City.
I don't yo, he's just checking it. He's just basically throwing up a heat check somewhere else. So I don't knock it. Go see if your shit work over there. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And look, if it work over there, that's cool. You dig what I'm saying, man? If it don't,
but
we go back to the drawing board. But
yeah,
why would you only do one show, then sit down? You dig what I'm saying?
yeah, absolutely. It's just part of the feedback is like this. Realistically, can you actually make the improvements on your feedback in that short amount of time? Is it realistic?
No, but you can tweak some things, Ben. And remember, I told you, Ben, just in the just in the posing alone, right?
Yeah,
I think he can hide himself in posing alone if he knew how to do it. Yeah, remember, bodybuilding's still an illusion.
yeah,
So if I'm gonna pose now, if they telling me, oh, yo, you got this, this, and this, yo, bro, I can fix those shits and poses for people.
yeah,
Oh, you think my symmetry don't look good this way? Cool. So let me slice the angle this way now. Okay, cool.
absolutely. I got you.
Okay,
Hey,
cool.
it's
Why
just
you?
it's just a talking point. Just want to know the thoughts on
Yeah,
it.
no,
That's
no, no.
all.
It's not a bad talking point either. It's like, why you think Corey Moore stands all the way to the angle now? Because he's hiding certain things. He's hiding his gaps and he's trying to make his arms blended.
Yeah,
It like Corey Morse looks awesome standing dead on, but you just see gaps in his physique. So why the fuck would he stand dead on?
yeah. No, it makes
So
sense.
I think Dan, if he takes the feedback, he works on a couple of things. I think why not throw up another heat check, man?
Yeah, and I suppose we'll see, man. Uh, you know, interesting decision in my opinion to go do
But
an international show.
but I'll say this though, Ben. Right? This is what sucks for him. Yo, he's so young. He don't have that like hard look yet, right?
Yeah,
And them dudes, yo, them dudes over there in Europe, are grainy and hard to the. Every single dude in top five looks nuts in the core.
yep. Conditioning looks out of this world.
Back in core look nuts.
Razor dry, like razor sharp.
Yeah, like, bro, like. But look, like I said, Ben, he has nothing to lose. The stage ain't going nowhere, so he might at 20 something years old. I would throw up another couple of heat checks, Ben. Yo, Ben, I would even go run a whole season. Why not?
Yeah, this is not necessary. If
Yo,
you
it's
do a
not.
couple, that
Look,
should be enough.
Ben, look. I mean, Ben, if he's doing it because he likes to do it, then I don't think it's a bad thing.
Yeah.
Ben, I don't need to compete no more. I don't need to compete for the money. I don't need to compete for the trophies. I don't need to compete for none of this shit.
Mm.
I don't even have shit to prove. Ben, I still compete because I like to compete. I actually like this shit. So why wouldn't I do it?
Yeah. All right.
But look,
Cool.
I mean, Ben, your aspirations are different than a lot of other people's. Jonas' aspirations are different than a lot of other people's. And I feel like both of y'all are in the same kind of boat with your aspirations that I was in, I would say about 6 years ago. Like, I'm not at that point no more. You dig what I'm saying? And it's
Yeah.
like, you got to realize that you guys are past the point where he was at. He the young hungry who just wants to try to, oh, well, I just I gotta try to make a name. I gotta try to do. Let him do that.
Yeah.
You
Yeah. Absolutely.
guys are
I
more
think
strategic.
he's got the name, he's got the buzz right now.
Cause look,
But I think if he really wants to achieve some
nah,
of the
cause
goals that he's talking about,
but Ben, that's what you're doing right now. That's why you're looking at it that way. Yo, Ben, you're past the point he's at, and the point you're at is, I can't just do shows. It's pointless. I need to go sit down and make the gains I need to go make before I step back out.
yeah,
That that is more beneficial for where you're trying to go, Ben. At the moment you're in your career today, he's in a different place. You know what I mean? So I don't think it's pointless. Ben, he's 23, bro. You ain't 23.
well, he 26, but yeah, same thing. I got you.
Right? Like, yeah, like
Yeah, now it makes sense.
we need me, you, and Jonas need every bang for our buck for anything we're doing now in this sport.
You damn
How
right.
old are you, Dre?
There's nothing frivolous going on. If we doing it, there's a direct reason for doing it.
Yep.
Yeah, there's always a purpose. There's always a purpose. That's the thing.
So Kane, when are you coming to the US, man?
After
Probably
he
late June.
qualifies for the Olympia.
I'm gonna I'm gonna do the Tokyo program. First, I'm gonna do probably St. Pete's, maybe Vancouver.
Oh,
Oh shit, man, St. Pete, my backyard.
St.
I'll be
Pete,
there
where?
watching.
Yeah,
St. Pete.
Yeah, that's the new one.
I'm
June 29th, Dre, St. Pete Pro, right here,
Yo, dude,
Tampa.
you gotta send me a DM, bro, because I gotta check out your page, bro.
awesome. Yeah, we'll do. It's crazy. I mean, I grew up as like a fan, like huge fan of Andre Ferguson, the Jerry Buendias, and it's crazy. I'm here.
Bro,
I'm
you can
just
still
listening.
be a fan, bro. I'm fans of my friends.
I know it's hard to not just fanboy over,
Nah, yo,
like when you're in on
bro,
the
it ain't
stage.
fanboying, bro. It ain't, yo, bro. We don't move like that, bro. We don't think like that, bro.
All right.
I'm not
But
Hollywood. I don't walk around my nose in the air, bro. I do not look at it like that at all, bro.
you gotta take it. You just gotta take it. Look, because I'm the same way, bro. When I first met you, I was like, oh my
No,
gosh, bro. Like, this is
but what
Andre.
I told you the same thing. Yo, bro, you can still be a fan, bro. I'm a fan of yours. Jonas, what do I tell you? I'm a fan, bro.
That's true. That's true.
You
But
told
I
me that
guess
before
this
that you're a
show.
fan of Jonas too. Yeah, I know
I'm a
that for sure.
fan, bro.
That's true.
Like,
Right.
I'm not Hollywood, bro. Like, listen,
Like, can I
Now
be
you are.
if y'all
just saying,
motherfuckers
he
knew what I
admires
grew
you,
up
bro.
doing, bro, you would be like, this nigga could never be Hollywood. Like,
Yeah, no. It's dope though. I hear you, man. I hear you because I'm from Asia too, So like shit like this, opportunities like this doesn't happen. And then when we see people that are doing great shit, like we wanna do that too. And then when we do it and we're doing it with them, it speaks a lot of volume for us immigrants. I get it.
I
Hey,
fuck with it
but
now.
look,
Yo, look,
Kane,
Yeah.
but look,
Kane, you got a huge following though, and out there,
Yo,
you're huge out there, aren't you?
this guy, have you guys seen this guy's YouTube?
nah.
Check his fucking YouTube, bro.
I've
He
never,
has like,
I don't even know who he,
So
this
so
Dre,
is
in
the first
Japan,
time I've ever seen
because
him.
he's a fucking rock star over there, Dre.
And look,
yeah, man.
and he's
Literally, he
talking
can play
about
the fucking
he's
guitar.
like, I don't want to be fanboying, and this guy's, he the popping one, not me.
Yeah.
He
he's
the
just such
one who's lit, not me.
That's
Japan's
dope.
just such a small country, so it's easy to get your name out there. I was just fortunate to be the first to do it. Like in Japan, they call me like the Japanese Christian Guzman and stuff. 'Cause I was a YouTuber first.
I
Oh, I love
You know,
see that.
it, bro. I love it, bro. I
That's
love
dope.
it.
so,
I
you know,
love
the
it,
same, the,
bro.
the same stuff. You know, the apparel company, start a company, build a gym, be a
Oh, yo, what?
YouTuber.
Oh, I fuck with you, bro. I love it. I love it. I love it.
Yeah, he's a
You
good.
doing the damn thing, man.
I
Really
love
good.
people out here working and hustling, bro. I love it.
Hey, one of
We
Appreciate
one
it.
of the things that I want to do is a pro show. I want that Japan pro show. That production looks so crazy.
Yeah. They spend a lot of money for
Yo,
that one.
that
is
shit looks
that
next level. I want to fucking come and do that show.
Wait,
You
Ben,
is
should. You
that
totally should.
which one?
Hook you
Isn't
guys
there
up.
two?
There's two
Sorry.
Japan
There's the
pros.
Tokyo Pro in August, and there's Japan Pro in October or November.
Yeah,
which was the show that passed I think last year, where they had like almost like a
The
you know
psychedelic
like you on Street
lights and stuff.
Fighter, like Street Fighter, and then you fucking come
yeah,
out
where
with
they
like
had
the
like
tank.
choose your character
Yeah,
type
it was
thing, where it scrolls through the.
Ew.
yo, it's the same product. I was like, what the fuck?
They do
That's
that for both. They do that for both. Yeah, so they promote each competitor. They'll interview you. They'll get like footage and like
Oh
they'll hype you up.
Is,
yeah, I gotta
is
come
it the
there.
same promotion in both shows?
Yeah.
Oh, it is.
So in Japan,
It's dope,
in the
man.
States, you guys have like multiple promoters, right? Like Tim Gardner,
Yeah.
the blah blah blah, this and that. In Japan, there's only one promoter called
Oh,
SWJ,
shit.
and they do all the
That's a monopoly.
Yo,
It's a monopoly,
yo,
complete monopoly.
dude, and he's a jacked guy, right?
Who?
He's got a lot of muscle. The promoter guy.
Yeah, I think he stepped down, but yeah, he was this jacked guy that.
Yo,
Yeah.
him and his man be working out at Bev's. They tried to get me to do the show.
Yeah, I'm sure they try to recruit. Yeah.
Yo, every single year. And yo, I'm just like, yo, I want to do it. It just isn't lined up with my timing yet.
They were telling me they were trying to bring you to Japan,
Yeah,
and they were
bro.
like, yeah.
He's like, bro, he's like, look, we're gonna work everything out for you. All you gotta do is say yes, and we're gonna make it happen. Everything.
Nah, you shouldn't come. I don't want to lose.
No,
Hey,
no.
at the Olympia,
I'm good.
yeah, at the Olympia, they were there backstage and stuff. You know, they were telling
Recruiting.
everybody come do the show.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, you would love it.
Ben,
Yeah.
this has been going on for like 5 years. Cause his little man works out at Bev's. And yo, when I met him, he spoke no English. Yo, this motherfucker know the lingo and everything now, cause he live in Brooklyn.
Oh boy. But yeah, that's definitely that's one of the things on my list of shows I really want to do. I want to come out there and do Japan.
You should.
When does that fall this year?
gonna-
When does that fall this year?
You said
the Japan Pro
It's
is
one in
typically 2
August.
weeks after Olympia.
August and October, you said?
No, sorry. August 28th is Tokyo, and then in mid-November is typically Japan Pro.
Oh,
Before and after Olympia.
Yeah.
Before the cutoff and after the cutoff.
Yeah.
Hey, after the Olympia, I'm international Benny.
yo,
I'm out of here.
yo, look, yo, if you want to do Japan Pro in November, I might fuck with it, Ben.
Going.
Oh shit.
Hey, I'm international Benny. Hey, right after Olympia.
If I get my U.S. passport in next month, I'm going to do Japan Pro.
Cause
In
look,
August.
I'm going to Japan in July.
Oh, really?
It's part of the Dark Sport World Tour.
Wait,
We're going to Japan in July.
Hey, are you supposed to be telling that to people?
It don't matter.
No.
Like, yeah, I mean, like, it don't matter. I'm not like I can talk
I
about it.
didn't
I
know.
just
I
can't
didn't know.
post about it.
Hey,
Like,
that was the first time it's been said publicly.
no, that's been said publicly 1,000 times. I just can't post about it.
Yeah.
Like, I can't make a post. Oh, we going to
July?
Japan, y'all. But
Shit, that's dope then.
But I think I'm gonna run it back in November too. Cause yo, they say Japan is the place where you can't you can't see everything you wanted to see in Japan in 5 days.
Nah, yeah.
Look at Keith.
Yeah.
They said you need 2 weeks to see everything you want to see in Japan.
Yo, Dre.
It's hard to go wrong with food too.
Dre, we can room for the Dark Sport event and then roll it all the way to Japan Pro in August.
It's literally a couple weeks afterwards.
It's like 4
weeks. Yo, look, if it's within 2 weeks, I'm down.
Oh, no.
If it's 3-4 weeks, that's stretching it for me.
What's the date for it, Kane?
August 28th.
Yes, yeah.
I know your name is Sean, but I said Kane because of your
Yeah,
IG. I know it's Sean.
Wait,
called that out.
August 28th. Yeah, nah, it's gonna be too far, Jonas.
4 weeks. Never mind. I was gonna do cat's out of the bag. I'm gonna do Pacific USA's again.
Which one is that?
The one where I beat Alex Toplin last
Well,
year.
now,
Ooh.
Damn, there you go, Jonas. Talk that shit.
but But no. When is it though?
August 10th.
August 10th.
Oh
I got you.
Jonas
shit!
Yeah, you funny as hell.
Jonas could have name dropped and said other people there. He made sure.
Nah,
Yo, it was
Right.
Jonas
a
whooped my ass
two-man
there
You
too.
could have
call-out.
just said the show I
yo,
won. He made sure to say
It
that.
was
yeah, the
it
one
was a
that I gave
two-man
Alex
call-out.
Coughlin at.
It,
I appreciate
it
you
was
didn't
a
mention
two-man
Man.
he
call-out.
whooped my ass there too.
Yo, because everybody was like, yo, Alex Toplin. I was like, man, I got Jonas
Exactly.
for the win. Y'all got me fucked up.
Hey,
Exactly.
Sean, you was there at that lineup
Yeah,
too, weren't you?
yeah. It was a really bad year for me. That's all I can say. It was bad. Oh man. But yeah,
You traveled a lot that year too.
yeah. I did Phoenix, and then I did San Diego,
Everybody.
and then
Nah,
Tokyo. Yeah.
Toplin. Nah, bro, it's
Nah,
done.
but yeah,
Jonas for the
I had to point it out. I had to point it out because yeah.
Jonas for the win, bro. Nobody was picking Jonas. I was like, nah.
Hey. Jonas was mad at me because we teammates, and I said I had top one for the win,
Everybody,
and Jonas had to
bro,
make sure.
look, I get it. I get why everybody had Toplin for the win because everyone's going off of the hype and things like that. But I'm going off of I go off the eye test, bro. My eyes
Yeah,
tell me what my eyes tell me.
Yeah, but yeah. I'm be doing that show August. So,
but
if
Jonas, you pulled together some last minute Houdini shit you and Ryan Benson did for that one. So me having Toplin, initially going into it,
yeah,
it was because I didn't think you was gonna be ready.
yeah.
Oh,
No, that's
okay.
true. That's true. Honestly, the prejudging was fucking like was. I think he
Great.
had me at
They
prejudging,
judged him
and
again
then
at finals, and
and
Jonas
then
came back like, "Yo, who the fuck is that?"
Yo,
It was like night and day
Jonas was
difference.
lights out at
Yeah,
finals.
yeah, I looked like I was 2 weeks out prejudging, and then like fucking 100% up at
Yeah.
finals.
Yo,
It was nuts, honestly. But like people
would
still
you
ask
go?
me for that shit.
What were you flat? You had to go eat a burger and fries?
No, I just had to. I wasn't hyped about it. Like, and then like I was like, oh, I'm gonna prove these motherfuckers that I can win this shit. So I think that the testosterone boost, and then I was calm and collected. Like after that, I had that boost.
Oh, did you? Oh, you went and laid down. Your cortisol level
Yeah,
came
man.
back down.
I relaxed,
Yeah, your cortisol.
and then honestly, I didn't even eat. I did not eat. I had one rice cake.
Oh,
I had
so
just dried out. He came
so
back so much drier and
yeah,
sharper, man.
I
that's
had
what it
one
was.
rice cake, and then I took a nap. I took an hour nap. I went back.
Oh,
My shorts was fucking. My shorts. I changed my shorts, and then yeah, it was just crazy. It was
yeah, you
tightened
needed,
up.
your cortisol was too high. You needed rest.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I had a lot of pressure. Honestly, it was my
Yeah,
hometown, and
yeah.
then a bunch of my clients were there. Like I had maybe half of that crowd was my people. Not even gonna lie.
Yo, man.
And
Yo,
that shit was
look,
crazy.
Jonas, you gotta plug your coaching business, bro.
Hey, they already know. They already know, baby. No,
Nah,
but
but
yeah,
you
no.
gotta still plug that shit for the people who
Team
don't
make moves,
know.
guys. Team make moves. Ben always does this to me, man. Much respect to you guys.
Plug your shit, bro.
Absolutely.
Team make moves,
Fuck
baby.
that.
But yeah. Ryan Benson, man. Much love and respect to that guy because we're 3-0. USA's, Iron Games, and the Pacific USA's,
So you got Pacific USA again, and then what, Jonas?
and then possibly Japan Pro.
Yeah, because that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go grab. Like, I don't know what I'm doing for the season. People ask me, "Yo, what you doing after New York?" I said, "Bro, well, I plan on grabbing this win, and then after that, I plan on deciding what the fuck I want to do after that."
Yeah.
Yeah. And honestly, I told you like I wanted to do Tri-City End and this weekend show, but it just wasn't right for me mentally. Like it wouldn't be right knowing that I'm not 100% and then I do a show. I think that's what Luck was saying earlier, to be able to pull back when you can
Yeah,
and when you need to.
like, yo, look, I could be ready for Pittsburgh, which is a week before New York.
Yeah.
I could be ready for that show, but it's like, yo, bro, why go stress yourself out trying to be ready for a show when you already have a target date that you're on track for?
Yeah.
Like, bro, nah, fall back from Pittsburgh, finish your shit out, and go to New York.
Yeah.
This little span right here of these couple weeks is gonna be busy. So you got Miami and Thailand, then you got Denver, India, DC Pro, and Toronto the same weekend.
Goddamn.
And the Alicante, Spain is the one that Dan is going to be doing the Impro Pro show.
Yo, wrap it up, man.
Yep, that's a wrap, man. It's curtains in here. I'll be on stage, Jonas and Dre, right around there.
August,
There it is, man.
Where we
October.
at?
October.
Yep.
Olympia.
Hey, there it is, right there, Kane. Look, Asia Grand
Oh, there
Prix.
you
That,
go. That would be for next year, though, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
yeah, so you better go ahead and get you one.
You know what? I'll consider it because you said so.
Man. Hey,
Yeah,
Jonas,
I'm gonna have to contact you around August.
Border States is right after Olympia, the week after
No,
in
that's a
San
new
Diego.
thing, bro. Yeah, that's a new thing. I looked at that too after
They
Olympia.
just added that on. That wasn't on the original schedule.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't. But yeah, it's out there now.
So you got 3 shows the week after the Olympia. Hurricane Pro in St. Pete, my backyard. I'm doing that one, 100%.
Shit.
Border
Wait, who?
States,
What?
and then the UK Pro. The week
Yeah.
after the Olympia.
I'm gonna
3
do
shows.
San Diego as well too. So
Yeah.
that show I'm gonna do for
Oh,
sure.
it does. Yo, it kind of doesn't make sense not to keep competing after the Olympia.
Yeah,
Damn right.
you do the same thing, right, Dre?
Nah.
Like you what show do you
Yo,
usually do
I usually sit right the fuck down.
after
Yeah.
Olympia?
After the Olympia, I'm usually fucking checked out, and I'm like just in vacation mode.
I hear you.
And that's
Yo, that was
I do the same thing every year, and then usually compete at the Arnold. But the last couple of years, I haven't done the Arnold, and I'm thinking about running a couple shows up in like November.
There it is, right there, Dre.
How come
November
you didn't
24th, Japan.
how
Yeah,
come you didn't do Arnold this year, Dre? Or did you?
because I have 3 of them. I ain't doing the Arnold no more.
I hear you. Okay, respect.
Unless I have a reason to come off the couch to go try to grab one final one, I'm not doing the Arnold no more. And
Yeah.
nobody beat me at the Arnold. The COVID beat me. The COVID won the title that year. In 2020 is my last title. 2021, nobody won. There was no Arnold.
Yep. Facts.
So I
And then
look at it like
22
whatever.
was the year Banks won it.
Yeah, I look at it like whatever.
Or wait, Banks won in 2021?
No, 22 and 23.
22 and 23. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool, man. Well, look, guys, it's been a good chat. We stayed on here, chopped it up for a minute, man. But I'm about to get off here. It's midnight.
Yep.
Appreciate y'all dropping on here, man. You know, we can do this shit all day, all night, man. Talking
Facts.
bodybuilding.
That's why I have to
But
tell
we
you
got
to wrap. That's why I have to tell you to wrap it up, bro.
Yeah, hey, it's a good weekend of shows, man. And I'm looking forward to it. I'm gonna be in St. Louis, but I'm gonna be watching the show in LA. Jonas, you're gonna be there in LA, right?
Yeah, I'll be there in LA, and then the Dark Sport Memento Mori. So.
Oh, you ain't gonna be at the show. Damn, I was gonna say start a live stream.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
You jump at prejudging.
Yeah, for a lot of people, probably they don't fucking know, but finals for San Diego or the Anaheim show this weekend is at 2 p.m. So it's like back to back finals and prejudging.
Oh, so you're gonna be there at prejudging, Jonas?
I'll be there prejudging, and then I'm out to go to a Dark Sport event because
okay.
finals is at 2, but it's back to back. Like it's really prejudging once they do everyone else NPC, they go finals right then and there. So
Right, you pulling up to prejudging?
Yeah, I'll be there for prejudging.
Me, no, I got this fitness event to go to, yo.
Yeah.
So Saturday morning, I'm in a fitness event, and then the Dark Sport party.
Yeah.
Dope. Yeah. Well, shit, man. Jonas, get a live stream up, man, so we can watch it. And
I will. I'll send you some photos.
Hell yeah.
Yo, Kate, send me that DM, brother.
Yeah, we'll do.
Awesome.
Yo, Jonas, can't wait to see you this weekend, brother. You already know what it is.
All right, guys. Later.
Easy, y'all.
Cool. I'll see y'all later.